Hey guys, I don't know if you're like me, but I love Count the Dings and everything it has to offer. I just can't find everything I need. I know about Cinephobe, and I know about the mailbag, and I know about Bomb, but that's all we do, right, Amin?
No, we do so much more.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. If you sign up, patreon.com/countthedings, you'll find a plethora of other content, fresh content, extended content, the OG pod overflow, the Cinephobe cold opens that we've taken and made their own thing to live only there, the Rewatchingtons, Bomb in its full and unadulterated cut, early drops of Cinephobe episodes, and so much more.
Said the OG pod. Now, is it new or is it old?
Mace, I'm glad you asked that. It is a new incarnation of the old OG pod.
Oh.
So it's me, Zach, Trey, Waz, Tom.
I love those guys.
Just like we always were. Going back to the True Hoop days, we're recreating that magic, recapturing it, and putting it back out. We're talking hoops, we're talking pop culture, and most importantly, we're talking for 40 minutes for free, but then another specific Patreon exclusive segment for every one of those episodes.
Funny enough about that OG pod, you're getting Tom and Trey on Mondays. You're getting me and Waz, aka Zosny, on Wednesdays. Amin's floating in between.
I'm a floater.
You never know when you're going to get Amin in those, so you got to listen to them all.
And what if I'm not sure what Mayes looks like? Because I've always thought he's a fat man with a fedora. He's got a weird voice. How can I see for myself what this Mayes character actually looks like?
It's crazy you don't know the answer to this because it's the Cinephobe Pod YouTube page.
What?
The CT5s on the Cinephobe Pod YouTube page, you can look at all of us.
You can get all the OG pods on YouTube too, at Count the Dings 1 on YouTube, at Cinephobe Pod on YouTube, patreon.com/Count the Dings gets you everything all in one feed. You can link it to your Spotify. And now enjoy the show. Nerds. Listener, when it comes to horrible movies, you know that I've got you covered on Cinephobe. We've been doing it for over 250 Cinephobe years. But who do you turn to when you need smart financial decisions? If your answer is our sponsor, NerdWallet, then you're absolutely right. And if it's not, let me change your mind. The nerds at NerdWallet have spent thousands of hours researching and reviewing over 1,300 financial products, and they have the tools you need to make smarter decisions. Looking for a credit card? Go beyond the basic comparisons. Filter for the features that matter to you and read in-depth reviews. Ready to choose a high-yield savings account? Get access to exclusive deals and compare rates, bonuses, and more. House hunting? View today's top mortgage rates for your home sweet home. Make the nerds your go-to resource for smart financial decisions. Head to nerdwallet.com/learn more. NerdWallet. Finance smarter. Disclaimer. NerdWallet compare Inc. NMLS 1617539.
Did I hear you're shopping for a car? Because I've been at it for ages. Ugh, such a time suck, right?
Not really. I bought it on Carvana. Super convenient.
Oh, then comes all the financing, research. Am I right?
Well, you can, but I got pre-qualified for a Carvana auto loan in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but then all the number crunching and terms, right?
Nope. I saw real numbers as I shopped, found my dream car, and got it in a couple of days.
Wait, like you already have it?
Yep.
Oh.
Go to Carvana.com to finance your car the convenient way.
This episode is brought to you by Batiste Dry Shampoo. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or getting ready for a night out, Batiste has a dry shampoo for you. Refresh with over 10 signature fragrances. Or try Batiste Hint of Color, a tinted dry shampoo that seamlessly blends with your hair. Need an extra boost? Try Batiste Dry Shampoo with added benefits like volumizing, texturizing, and more. Buy Batiste now, in-store or online at your nearest retailer.
We get it. Distractions happen. That's why we designed the fully electric, full-sized Volvo EX90 with the latest technology to keep you and those around you safe. Its two-sensor driver understanding system is designed to prevent distractions and help you stay focused. Reserve your Volvo EX90 today. Learn more at volvocars.com/US.
This podcast contains mature content, explicit language, suggestive situations, and partial to full frontal nudity. Listener discretion is advised. Don't let your kids listen to this.
I've never seen Jack Reacher.
The first one.
The first one.
Really? You have no idea what this is about.
I've watched 2 minutes of the show.
I've never seen the show.
Oh, I've never seen the show yet.
My friend's dad loves the show.
Okay.
And the way he explained it to my friend was, I just love how he figures shit out, which I think is an incredibly astute, cuts to the core of it analysis. It's this big meathead who just figures shit out. So I can't wait for the Tom Cruise version.
Oh, the TV show, he's a meathead.
Yeah.
It's that big guy. Yeah.
Which we'll talk about, which Tony Medley will talk about, which the trivia we'll talk about.
Oh, we have a Tony Medley.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of the things that's supposed to be a Jack Reacher signature is he's 6'5", 250 with a 50-inch chest.
What?
Wow, now that is, hold on.
It's John Cena?
That's too big.
You can't be all cerebral like him and be 6'5", 250 with a 50-inch chest.
Agreed. It doesn't work. You're either cerebral or you're big dude.
Meathead, yeah.
Well, in the Amazon show, apparently this cerebrality is under the surface because he doesn't let you know. He just does shit. He leaves the exposition and the analysis behind.
Your picks have been horrible, man.
It's the point. That's the point of the show.
Isn't it?
Isn't it? It's possible. I don't understand what this podcast is about.
Poppycock.
It's a fuck house. On a weekly basis, we are consuming more concentrated bad movies than probably anybody in the history of mankind.
Poppycock.
What story? What story? What are you talking about?
Do you want lunch?
I have yet to laugh in this movie. I'll just tell you that.
You picked it, motherfucker. Just remember that.
You know the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit. Unbelievable, unremarkable shit.
I was legitimately offended.
You were offended?
I was offended.
I didn't know you could get offended.
I was offended.
This did it.
If I were gay, I wouldn't be offended.
They're fucking making shit up, Amin.
Inconsequential detail after inconsequential detail after inconsequential detail.
Bees don't lie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm holding a mic in my hands, and now I'm talking all alone.
Welcome to Cinephobe, the podcast. We break down the movies you're afraid to admit you love. I'm Zach Harper. That's Amin and that's Anthony Mayes. Make sure you're listening to us on Spotify, or we are going to send Jack Reacher after you, and he's going to take care of business.
Not the cerebral one either.
Not the cerebral one. No, meathead version.
Meathead who just knows things.
Yes.
Spotify is where you can vote on the poll, like the poll for Lionheart. 68% file, 32% phobe.
32?
Spotify is also where you can leave a comment.
That called the child a bitch?
That little bitch is a bitch.
I thought I was bad when I called the kid John McEnroe. Hi, John McEnroe.
Do you not know the difference between Jack and John?
I don't. I really don't, man.
You can leave a comment on Spotify like Hudson Smith, who says, every time JCVD's ass is on screen, I question my sexuality.
Have to.
But I still can't file this slog.
What?
Also, Broski's, it's the French Foreign Legion. It's filled with non-French nationals. So we had a couple people point that out.
Oh, shut up, nerds. God, can we just have fun with the goddamn Van Damme movie?
The French Foreign Legion is not for French people.
Our whole thing was that the first guy he talks to has a thick Southern accent.
Right.
Which I think we can all agree, regardless whether the French Foreign Legion has foreigners or not. No one expects somebody to be talking like this.
No one's prospector, okay?
Yeah.
And Mike Ashton, 14, commented, decided to find you guys on YouTube. Still can't tell you bingos apart. Welcome to Cinephobe.
Well, this is Zach talking here. You're an idiot. But thank you for the support. Keep watching.
Also, we have our names right underneath on the
names.
That's Anthony Mayes. I'm Honest Podcaster.
And I'm Exhausted Podcaster.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Should I legally change my name to Honest Podcaster?
I'd be dishonest.
How hard is that to do?
I think it's harder than you'd like.
Paperwork?
No, it's not. I don't think it's hard at all. You know why? Because every day, women across this country do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn. There goes Zach.
You misogynied his internet out of commission.
It's not his internet. It's his laptop.
It's frustrating.
And remind us it's his laptop, not his internet.
It is a laptop. Yeah.
It's my laptop.
I don't know if you're hearing any of this.
Can't understand a word you're saying, but I'm going to just say this as a word of advice to you, Zach. You need to get out of the outsos and delete the massive amounts of porn you have on your laptop. It's all online now. You don't need to house any of this.
I don't think I have porn on this laptop.
No?
I don't download porn.
Or you can leave a comment like Justin Clark, who said, beat his lying ass file.
It is a file. You're right. We want those reviews. We want those comments. Make sure you check out the CT5 on the feed. Make sure you leave your CT5 suggestions and CT5 lists. You can do that in our Discord by signing up for the Patreon, patreon.com/countthedings. You get access to all the Rewatchington live events, past, present, and future, ad-free episodes, early episodes, extended cold opens, every extra bit of content, not just from Cinephobe, but the entire Count the Dings network. About that. Also, if you have a submission, submit it. Reminder needs to be 40% or lower on the Rotten Tomatoes audience or critic score. All right. Recently, Amin had us get totally naked so we could be vengefully arrested with law-abiding citizen. Then we started the new and improved daisy chain.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain.
I used prison to keep us staying cheeked up with the French Foreign Legion in Lionheart.
Did you?
Mayes used Scotsman to link us to ope our way through surviving 24 hours with the pest. Amin used $50,000 to link us to letting the prisoners know that was ridiculous, way out of line with dirty work. I had to snort revenge to get coked up enough to rappel down Devil's Cauldron to find the bonsai plutonium tree that is Karate Kid 3. Mayes used Vietnam vets to jungle cat toward a man roaring into the heavens with X-Men Origins Wolverine. Now Amin is using action movie franchise to bring us the 2016, buckle up for this description, okay? Conspiracy, thriller, one-person action army, action, crime, drama, thriller, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back.
You cannot be serious.
It's what it is on IMDb.
You cannot be fucking serious.
I swear to God.
I need you to repeat it because it was all choppy.
Eddie's gone. What the fuck?
Hell of a dismount.
What the fuck was that?
Ta-da! The aristocrats.
I believe he said one person conspiracy.
What? No. Please repeat the genre.
Conspiracy thriller. That's one. One person army action.
What?
Yeah.
Action, crime, drama, thriller. All separate ones. Double action.
Action thriller.
It's a lot of action.
Let me click on one person army action.
I mean, that's got to be John Wick.
Oh, John Wick comes up.
Yeah. I was going to say. No wonder Amin was so confused.
There you go.
The Professional, Kill Bill, Die Hard.
Kill Bill makes sense.
Taken, First Blood, RoboCop. Ooh, Predator.
Yeah, I like Predator. Curdy? Yeah. Yeah, I like Predator too. I mean, also, not the sequel.
Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, which so many times as I wrote this out, I wrote Never Back Down and then had to correct it. Jack Reacher, Never Go Back stars Tom Cruise, Kobe Smulders, and Aldous Hodge.
Oh, Aldous Hodge, repeat offender from What Men Want. No, What Women Want. What Men Want? What Men Want.
Tom Cruise is a repeat offender officially now for Cocktail and this movie.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He had Edge of Tomorrow in 2014, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation in 2015, this movie in 2016, and then The Mummy in 2017.
Yeah, Amin is shocked right now.
Tom Cruise? We only had one Tom Cruise movie on the books this whole time?
I triple checked it, yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of eligibility. I've thought of picking Days of Thunder, but I decided not to in the past.
It's a slog. It's not interesting at all.
It's a long movie.
The new Mummy qualifies.
That I saw in the theater.
Me too. Me too.
That was a matinee in, I believe, Salt Lake City.
I saw it in LA in Hollywood. What's the movie theater on Hollywood Boulevard?
ArcLight?
Yeah, I saw it there.
That's gone now.
Really?
COVID killed it.
It's Lions for Lambs. Vanilla Sky's at 43.
That's a sexual thriller.
And Legend is at 41. Two of his first three movies, Endless Love and Losing It. That's all that really qualifies for Tom Cruise.
We will do The Mummy at some point. What a dumb fucking movie.
Absolutely.
Kobe Smulders is a repeat offender from The Slammin' Salmon.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
He's in that Avengers stuff, Lego Movie, and How I Met Your Mother.
Go ahead and clip Let's Go to the Mall by Robin Sparkles, because we don't get many opportunities to do that.
Let's go to the mall,
All this is from Straight Outta Compton, Die Hard with a Vengeance, A Good Day to Die Hard, not the same character, and, as Amin said, repeat offender from What Men Want.
What Men Want, there it is.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Jim Brown in One Night in Miami, Voodoo Tatum from Friday Night Lights. He's in City on a Hill, and he was in Black Adam.
Robert Knepper.
What?
Repeat offender from RIPD, Knepper.
Nepa.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Transporter 3, Species 3, Young Guns 2, Hard Target 2, Zach. Did you know there was a Hard Target 2?
I found out when I was reading his IMDb.
And he played Theodore Teabag Bagwell in 87 episodes of Prison Break.
I bet he did.
I'm sorry, what?
Theodore Teabag Bagwell.
Theodore Teabag Bagwell?
I don't know if I want to be a character in prison named Teabag.
What if you get out of prison? You break out.
Do people know that I was in prison?
I think there needs to be a specific reason you're named Teabag.
I don't care what the reason is.
You have to be doing the teabagging.
Oh, I see.
Not getting teabagged.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to think about it. They call me teabag. Oh, like, no.
No. I do the.
I deliver the teabag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's the Bears quarterback right now, the backup quarterback, Tyson Bagent. Teabag. Teabag is still going strong.
Hey, Teabag.
Hey, Teabag. My man.
Holt McElhenney, repeat offender from the Ice Road, and Jade.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
And the Iron Claw. He's the dad.
Oh, he's the dad. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Judd Lorman, repeat offender from Left Behind. Our boy Michael Papajohn, repeat offender from Madam Werb, Eraser, Delta Farce, Predator 2, and Hulk.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Terry Weibel, repeat offender from Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, and Green Lantern.
I'm Weibel to sue you.
That joke was Terry Weibel.
Oh, kidding.
And then Jared Bankins, repeat offender from Venom. I'll be honest, because I am an honest podcaster. We got to the also listed section, and there's like 100 people. I didn't even go through it.
There's more uncredited people in this movie than there are people in the cast, and it's a pretty big cast.
Even for me, it was too much shtick.
The people that were higher up, Danica Yarosh from Heroes Reborn and Shameless.
My Roche?
Fit you like a glove? Yarosh?
Patrick Huizinger from Black Swan, Francis Ha, and Absentia.
Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, was directed by Edward Zwick.
You said you keep writing Never Back Down.
Yeah.
I didn't never go black.
Oh, well, you won't go back if you do. So that's a smart idea by Jack Reacher or John Reacher. Easy directed About Last Night, Glory, Legends of the Fall, Last Samurai, Blood Diamond, The Siege, and Love and Other Drugs.
These are some pretty good movies.
That's a resume, man.
Kind of tailed off. Like Love and Other Drugs is that weird Jake Gyllenhaal, Anne Hathaway movie.
I like it because I'm all in on Anne Hathaway.
Too pale.
I don't mind it. For writing credits on this one, Richard Wenk, W-E-N-K.
Dick Wank.
Wrote 16 blocks, The Mechanic, Expendables 2, The Equalizer, Magnificent 7, The Equalizer 2, and The Equalizer 3.
Fancy a Dick Wank.
Edward Zwick also wrote The Siege, America, A Tribute to Heroes, which was a post 9/11 concert, created Once and Again, wrote Love and Other Drugs, American Assassin, and future cinephobe, The Great Wall.
Oh, yeah, that's with Matt Damon?
Mm-hmm. It's the movie about China starring Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Marshall Herskovitz, also screenplay credit, created 30-something, also wrote on America, A Tribute to Heroes, Once and Again, The Last Samurai, Love and Other Drugs, American Assassin, and The Great Wall. And then book credit from Lee Child, who wrote the Jack Reacher series.
Marshall Herskovitz was also the former president of the Producers Guild of America.
Oh.
Synopsis for Jack Reacher Never Go Black is Jack Reacher must uncover the truth behind a major government conspiracy in order to clear his name while on the run as a fugitive from the law. Well, not really his name, though.
Is this Mission Impossible?
Yeah, he's been disavowed. Tagline, never go in, never give up, never go back.
Never go black.
Never back down.
Yeah. That's a pretty good tagline.
Why do I feel that he's going to do all those things, though? He's never supposed to do a lot of things, and I think he's going to do them all.
He does them all. Yeah. This is the definition of plays by his own rules.
He's a one-man army action.
He's also unhoused. If we're being honest, he is an unhoused gentleman.
The ultimate unhoused gentleman.
Yes, absolutely.
Daisy chain link activate.
4 other taglines. Never give in. Never give up.
A lot of nevers.
Without never go back, yeah.
As many nevers as they can come up with.
Justice is coming.
Justice is blind, but it may be coming.
Well, how about this? Justice is coming in IMAX.
Whoa. Now, did they have it in 4D anywhere?
5D.
God damn, 5 dudes? Oh my God, 5 dicks? Damn!
And then last one, Tom Cruise is Jack Reacher.
Yep.
Yeah, we knew.
He is.
$60 million estimated budget, gross just 58.2 million US, but 162 million worldwide. It's a hit. And before we jump into this movie and you listen to the rest of this podcast, Jack Reacher never back down. I actually wrote never back down here. Is on Paramount Plus.
It is also available on Netflix.
Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, receives 38% on 245 reviews for the critics on Rotten Tomatoes, 42% from the audience on over 25,000 ratings. Amin, check the positive or the negative reviews.
Well, Zach, I'm a glass half full and I never go back kind of guy. Give me the positives.
Hey, John, that's weird. That glass looks half full to me.
Wow. Now that you mention it, it is half full.
Victoria Luxford of City AM.
What a posh bitch.
Oh.
Broad.
Oh, whoa!
Broad.
Whoa!
Damn.
Whoa!
Damn it.
Never go broad.
A kind of grittier cousin to the Mission Impossible films, Never Go Back doesn't stray much from the Tom Cruise action formula, but that will be just fine for most.
Grittier cousin is a nice way of saying complete ripoff.
Also, kind of a posh bitch thing to say there.
Yeah.
Richard Krause.
Broad. Posh broad.
Of Richard Krause. It all adds up to an action movie for those who like a dose of sentimentality with their spinal injuries.
Huh. Is there sentimentality?
There's a whole daughter angle.
Yeah, I guess.
Birdie Archer of One Room with a View. That's Birdie, not Gertie. Birdie formula.
Tuca and Birdie?
It's a role Cruise plays perfectly without veering into cruise control. Seen it all before, repetition.
Ah, Speed 2.
Sharonda Williams of Pay or Wait.
Do the voice.
Kobe Smulders definitely holds her own in this film.
You didn't do the voice.
And is a delight to watch on screen. With the success of her role in the Avenger films, I'm glad to see she is broadening her action portfolio. Is she?
At that point, she was.
I guess, man. I don't know. Those are the movies she makes now.
I'm sure we're going to argue about this. She is a horrendous actor. Horrendous. We'll find out later.
Yeah.
James Kendrick of Q Network Film Desk.
Bop, 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 bop. I had to set him off.
An old school red-blooded action vehicle with a little bit of sentimentality mixed in for good measure.
Again with the sentimentality.
Sentimentality horseman, apparently. Should we write that down?
Maybe Daisy Chain. Catherine Monk of xpress.com.
What, she used to be in the press?
I think so. An actor who doesn't seem to act as much as produce sexy moments for himself to inhabit on screen. Cruise's performance value is a function of the larger brand, sort of like Donald Trump, only with better hair, makeup, and writers.
That was a positive review?
You know what? Who was this from Express?
Catherine Monk.
Go fuck yourself. Go back to your monastery. How about that?
Why don't you go take a vow of silence?
Oh, got her ass.
And then user AL Jude P. 5 out of 5 stars.
A.L.
Jude.
Jude, okay.
Like, hey, Jude.
A lot of letters.
Why the hate for a brilliant one with all 5 thumps up?
Thumps.
Thumps.
Thumps with a P.
With an apostrophe in there.
Oh, it's a possessive thump.
Thumping.
Negative reviews.
Stop being a pessimist. This tank is not half full. It's half empty.
Matt Brunson of Film Frenzy.
Rick Brunson.
Rick Astley.
Marvin Astley.
Never gonna give you back.
We're going to give you black. Oh. It's a shame Popstar arrived in theaters first because a better title for the dreary Jack Reacher Never Go Back would have been Jack Reacher Never Stop, Never Stopping. I kind of wish Popstar qualified. I like that movie.
I do too, obviously, but there is a trivia about it. Paramount thought of changing the title because they were afraid the public would mix it up with Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping.
How dumb do they think people are?
They decided to keep it because nobody went to see the Andy Samberg starring comedy.
Really? I saw it.
I believe that they considered it maybe because, you know, it's on the schedule or whatever. But then that second sentence, it's like, okay, no.
That's so stupid.
You're right, Maze. Whenever the trivia gets super, because nobody saw that shit. Like, I don't know.
It made $9.7 million at the box office on a $20 million budget.
Really? You're welcome, Andy Samberg.
Popstar is the type of movie that if I still live with my brother, That's the type of movie we would have seen together in the theater.
Absolutely.
My brother moving out saved me from watching that.
Tim Brennan of About Boulder.
Neil Brennan.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil Simon.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon Says.
Phobe. If there's another Jack Reacher movie, we can only hope that it embraces its airport thriller roots. For what it's worth, I'll never go back to never go back.
Well, I think he's probably happy with the show then.
Airport thriller roots.
The first movie is not airport.
Was there an airport in it? I don't remember an airport.
No, he's saying the book was sold at airports. There's a shitload of the books. I don't know. There's 20 of them or something.
20?
This is a crazy, huge series.
Jack Reacher's not unlike Jack Ryan, basically. Like, it's a long-ass series of all these little adventures.
Dan Murrell of Screen Junkies.
Merle
Haggard.
It's perfectly fine on HBO on a Saturday afternoon. I bet your dad will love this movie. I bet my dad will love this movie.
I love how he figures shit out. It's a dad-ass hero, man. One-man army.
Maybe I should watch this with my pops.
Bob Chipman of Geek. Instead of becoming a syndicated TV vehicle for whoever the present-day equivalent of Kevin Sorbo or Lorenzo Lamas is, somebody decided that this needed to be a movie franchise for Tom Cruise.
Well, this guy is also happy.
Tim Brayton of Antagony and Ecstasy. Anytime it tries to be more than a vehicle for Tom Cruise to flash his charisma and say tough guy things, it grinds to a halt.
Sentimentality.
I'll be in my room, sing tough guy things.
Christian Harloff of Schmoes Know. It's a cable watch at best.
Or streaming in this era.
We'll get Amin's first note, May's first note, and my first note after these messages, these important messages.
These are messages.
These are messages.
All them years at the factory, all that time I put in, and I'm the fucking delivery boy.
Unless you subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/countthedings, in which you will get an ad-free episode. We'll roll right into the cold middle before we get to the first notes.
Hey, it's producer Mays here to talk to you about Factor. Days can be busy. How often have you found yourself at the end of a long day thinking, I wish I had eaten better? Whether it's having trouble finding time to cook, meal prep, or you don't want to spend money on eating out, it seems like there's never enough time to get a quality meal. And that's where Factor comes in. Thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto, Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. Make your day delicious. From breakfast to dessert, stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. No shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. It's all ready to go. And you can choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat a well-balanced meal. So head to factormeals.com/CTD50 and use code CTD50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code CTD50 at factormeals.com/CTD50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Hello, listener. Guess who's back? It's me, Anthony Mayes, your favorite butcher-turned-podcast producer, and I'm here to talk to you about ButcherBox. ButcherBox is the most convenient way to get high-quality meat and seafood that you can trust delivered straight to your doorstep, free shipping, vacuum-sealed packaging. It's ready to go right then. It's ready to pop in the freezer. You get exclusive member deals and a variety of high-quality cuts at an amazing value. Going to the grocery store can be a huge pain. You're usually in a rush at an inconvenient time. You're waiting in line at the meat counter. You're taking a number. Maybe this place doesn't have a number. You're jostling with fellow customers. You're trying to get that ribeye that you want or that nice piece of salmon. Maybe the butcher that you're dealing with has a bad attitude or something. I don't know. That was never me, I promise. But maybe it happens. ButcherBox takes all of that out of the picture. You are always prepared with meat and seafood in the freezer, and you're not going to find quality for this price anywhere else other than ButcherBox. So sign up at butcherbox.com/dings, D-I-N-G-S, and get our special deal. ButcherBox is offering our listeners a free for a year offer plus an additional $20 off. Choose chicken breast, salmon, or ground beef free in every order for a year. That's butcherbox.com/dings, D-I-N-G-S.
Earning your degree online doesn't mean you have to go about it alone. At Capella University, we're here to support you when you're ready. From enrollment counselors who get to know you and your goals, to academic coaches who can help you form a plan to stay on track. We care about your success and are dedicated to helping you pursue your goals. Going back to school is a big step, but having support at every step of your academic journey can make a big difference. Imagine your future differently at capella.edu.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. With over 122 million parts, you can make sure your number one ride or die stays running smoothly. Brake kits, LED headlights, bumpers, whatever your baby needs, eBay Motors has it. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time. Plus, at these prices, you're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only, exclusions apply.
Wait, the cold middles just go into the episode, though, right? We're not doing a full extended cold middle.
Do they? Don't they?
I don't know.
Oh, the spin-off? Does it get spun off as well?
There's been cold middles on the Patreon before.
Oh, wow. See, I've never listened. Zach, have you listened to them?
To the Patreon?
Yeah, the Patreon cold open feed.
No.
With Mr. Freeze on it.
No, because I didn't know that until you said that he was on there.
Here's a thought. Maybe when Zach is gone, I'll release all the cold opens, or like 10 of them in a row.
Oh.
You want a 9-month-old cold open? You can have it now.
I kind of do. I kind of do want a 9-month-old cold open.
It's really cold.
Let's put that in now.
Put what in now?
A 9-month-old cold open.
In this episode?
Where? Put it in the middle of this as a cold middle?
Into this episode right now, yes.
Instead of the cold middle, we're doing a previously heated.
Instead of the cold middle. We'll go from this to that. What were we even talking about 9 months ago? So my vulnerability is I thought combination was from Future Sport. I had no idea that was Drake this entire time.
Combination.
I had no idea that was Drake. I thought that was Open K Fix.
It's so crazy, it just might work.
I think it would work.
I think it might actually work.
And now for something completely different.
Amin, what is your first note?
That's right, I forgot.
Yeah, we're doing an episode, you bingo.
Oh, I thought you were welcome to Cinephobe. I was like, oh shit.
No, we've already done that part.
My first note is I actually revealed it in the actual opening, which is never go black. That's it. That's the whole note.
Oh, I've also got a different title for my first note, which is Jimmy John Reacher, the Unhoused Gentleman.
I already told you my first note earlier. Watched the first one to refresh my memory. Forgot how much it dragged. Hoping the pacing is better in this one. And I was worried that Amin would be upset by that. And by worried, I mean, I just assumed he would be.
I am upset because I don't think the pacing was off on the first one.
It drags. We're not doing the first one. Oh. And we've already talked about this. All right, we're outside a diner. Sheriff shows up and there are 4 guys got the shit beat out of them.
God damn, 5 dudes? Oh my God, 5 dicks? Damn!
A lot of looky-loos outside this diner.
That's standard cinematic operating procedure, which is if something happened, there's just got to be a bunch of locals who don't have shit to do in their lives. Mm-hmm. There's no job to get to. There's no kids to pick up from school. I'm going to just stand here and like, oh, I wonder what happened here.
10 o'clock at night outside a diner.
This is premium entertainment. This is the biggest thing that's happened in this town in a while.
We have to establish, in case you forgot, Jack Reacher is a badass.
Oh, yes.
You get the sheriff. Someone run these guys over? Nah, man, it was a fight. One guy took them all out in like seconds.
6 seconds.
We're not going to show it to you. We're just going to tell you that it happened.
We don't even show you his fights anymore. We just talk about them.
What a cold open. I was like, yo. It was almost like the filmmaker just turned and looked right into the camera like, you know what the fuck the deal is. I'm like, yeah, I kind of do.
You know what this movie franchise is about.
Jack fucking Reacher, man.
It's an American folktale. The Jimmy John Reacher story.
Is his name Jimmy John Reacher?
JJ Reacher.
JJ Reacher. All right, he's still in there. He's inside at the counter. His cheek is bloody. Deputy wants to see his hands slowly. And Reacher is the definition of you should see the other guy.
Oh, you see his hand is all fucked up from punching people in the face, I'm assuming.
I do appreciate this about the Jack Reacher franchise is that he does get beat up.
Yeah.
He does have wounds from fighting people. This isn't a Vin Diesel situation where you never know he's in a fight. Because Vin Diesel doesn't bruise, apparently.
Because Dom Toretto is a superhero.
Right. Everything he's got in his pockets.
Military ID expired. $38. A lot of sarcasm in that $38. And a toothbrush.
No home address. In other words, homeless.
In other words, unhoused?
I mean, verbatim. My next note. In other words, unhoused. Aggravated assault, second-degree felony in this state, Mr. Reacher. Lets us know no middle name? Mm-hmm. That's not a detail we need.
No, that's a detail we need. His name is Jack Reacher.
Why? Why do we need to know that?
Not Jimmy John Reacher. It's Jack Reacher.
You got to get clear which Reacher it is. Looking at 10 to 20 years.
For a fight?
Well, he beat the shit out of 4 guys.
They're alive. He didn't kill him.
Around here, aggravated assault is a felony. But we get definitional TGTLB, Larry Bird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. Same note too.
2 things are going to happen in the next 90 seconds.
Same note too, bro.
First, that phone over there is going to ring. And second, you're going to be wearing these cuffs on your way to prison.
I got to be honest, I was disappointed that none of them were fights.
I'm going to shove his head up your ass.
Right.
You wanted that like the Hancock line?
Yeah.
You don't move, your head is going up his ass. Y'all fellas sure you want to ride this train? Shoot you, asshole.
That is one magnificent prophecy, Mr. Reacher.
Phone rings. He goes, that'll be Major Turner of the 110th CID Military Police in Alexandria, Virginia. That's a lot of information.
Yeah.
That's a lot of exposition.
Well, get used to it.
Jagrin, not jargon.
Jagrin?
Yeah.
That sounds like a slur. Supercharged that. I don't like that. Gonna arrest him for kidnapping illegals, selling them. MPs are on the way now. For up to him, he'd just kill him.
I just kill you. That's TGT.
It is TGT. I still feel like even if you're Jack Reacher, you can't threaten a sheriff.
Law enforcement, yeah.
You can't threaten to kill him.
Yeah, he's Jack Reacher. You'd do anything.
Someone answers the phone. Reacher stands up. Here come the military police. The ultimate tag to a cold open.
Is this TGT?
Yes, it's TGT and it's a golden dumpster. Who the hell are you? The guy you didn't count on.
Oh my God.
Chills.
Haha, the unhoused gentleman who drifted into town that you weren't prepared for.
He hasn't had a home in 2 movies. Spoiler alert. This guy is unhoused.
That's clearly his thing. There's 19 novels. I'll bet he's unhoused in every single one.
This is a big motel movie.
Spoiler alert, the hotel in New Orleans is the nicest hotel he's ever stayed in the 2 movies.
That's a hotel that he didn't pay for. If it were up to him, he'd just stay in a motel.
At a seedy motel.
Yes.
You'd think he'd be a motel influencer at this point.
That's what I want to be.
Motel chains across America would have embedded content.
There's no way he's heard of social media.
Jack Reacher of the Looking to Inn.
Man, you got him as the Keith Lee of seedy motel.
He's been to every single one in the country.
I stayed there. I tried it. Let me rate it 1 through 10.
It's presidential status at the Red Roof Inn.
Upgrade him.
Ex-presidential status.
That's Horseman. It wanes off as the movie moves on.
But it's heavy early on.
Oh my God.
He's always hitchhiking.
He had to hitchhike.
He's unhoused.
He's working with these people. They couldn't give him a ride.
He's hitchhiking in 2016.
Shit, man.
No one picks up hitchhikers anymore.
Whoa.
That's a 20CB thing.
That's a thing that we'll get to. This movie is written as if it's the 20CB, but it's 2016.
100%.
Absolutely.
Everything about Jack Reacher does not exist anymore.
I had to unload all the tools for this episode.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a 5-tool episode for sure. Bell, cowbell, slide whistle, harmonica, and kazoo.
I wrote, holy shit, this guy really is unhoused. Trucker picked him up. Please clip in Tom Sizemore from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, same note too, bro.
This is us right here. Atlantic City. Great, yeah, thanks. No, we were hoping to be dropped off at a casino, though. It's just a motel.
I know. I thought we would slip into a room, and you could check my oil.
Oh, no. What happened, man? No, I'm sorry. No.
Shoot, hell, maybe I knew I wanted it when I gave you the ride.
No, you're better. Byron.
Remember, you changed?
Byron, you've changed. You don't want this kind of thing anymore.
No, I do want this kind of thing.
No, you don't. You would not suck me in. You would not be sucked by us.
I take that back. I don't mean that.
You can't take that back,
I take it
Byron.
back.
Don't
I
take
didn't mean any of those
Byron.
things.
Think about your wife. Remember, you said you love your wife.
I do.
Good.
I do, but
Good.
I got cash in my pocket. I got desire in my heart, and I'm a frothing and a foaming. And I was thinking, hey, I got an idea. What do you say we slip into a room and you two split me open like a coconut?
Dropped off at the motel. He calls Major Turner from his room. Major Turner's on the phone. Film noir. Major Turner is a woman.
Woman. And I said during this phone call, Maria Hill, who I call her for the entire movie, Maria Hill is ass on.
What?
That's Marvel.
She's Nick Fury's second in command.
I know she's in him. I didn't even know she had a name in him.
Maria Hill.
Oh.
Her real name, Kobe Smulders,
terrible name,
is a horrible name.
It's a fake name, right? That's not her real name, is it?
No, that's a real fucking name, dude.
Lock her in. She's ass on. She's one of the worst actors we've ever seen. She's terrible.
She is terrible. I cannot lock her in because, boys, we've got company. And yes, you know what? If I had a tool for the Serbian misogynist.
You do. It's you.
Yeah, it's your voice.
Yeah, it's just your voice.
Woman, ass on, too many to choose from.
This is when we get our first X major position.
Mm-hmm.
Major, X major. Once a major, always a major.
Once a Nick, always a Nick?
Yep. Same note too.
He doesn't know exactly where he is. He moves around a lot.
You probably know where you are.
You have to know where you are. You're literally in a motel somewhere. Yeah.
It's not 1962. You have the ability to find out where you are.
I mean, isn't it?
He's unhoused. He's hitchhiking. He's in motels. It is 1962.
It's always 1962 for Jack Reacher. Jimmy John.
We find out that he's a legend around there, around the military base. Some folks wonder why he left.
Let's just say I woke up one morning and the uniform didn't fit. Because I'm 6'5", 250 pounds with a 50-inch chest.
That's not good writing.
No!
Bad writing's a horseman in this one.
There's another example of bad writing that's coming up later. Lazy writing.
Calls her again on another day. We've got a real phone call montage here between the two of them.
Yes, we do.
I call it a hitchhiking montage, but it is both of those things.
He's hitchhiking constantly in this movie.
Back of the truck with a dog. She's got a Panasonic Tough Book.
Yeah.
Love those.
That's TOCB, right? The Tough Book?
Yes.
Nobody has one of these anymore.
Apparently she has his office, and there's a big dent in the desk.
Once a major, always a major.
Made it with someone's head, people say. Not his finest hour. She wonders if he's in trouble again. Heard you got a way of finding it or looking for it. And he owes her dinner. Now he's trying to get laid. Once he found out Major Turner's a woman, now he's trying to get laid.
She says, took you a while to get to that conclusion. And I said, Maria Hill is horny.
I gotta be honest. So the John Wick franchise, he's just a machine. Decides, I'm gonna do this, and he does this.
Yep.
I don't like that Jack Reacher's horny.
Is he though?
Are you kidding me? He's absolutely horny.
It's almost like if horniness comes in 3 steps, right? 1, 2 is,
What are you doing with these hand motions? I don't know what 1 or 2 was.
Use your words.
He doesn't act on it. It's almost, I don't know.
Can I solve this for you guys? Can I tell you what this is?
Hi, sweet Annie.
Yeah.
They're trying to pretend there's sexual tension. There's no tension between the two of them.
Hi, sweet Annie.
He's not horny in the sense that he's trying to do anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He has a specific fetish. I need to hitchhike. I need to find this military officer, and I need to have sex with her in a seedy motel somewhere. He wouldn't go have sex with her in her house or a nice hotel.
Is Jack Reacher the highest evolved form of the unhoused gentleman?
What does that mean? He's the cleanest.
This is what the unhoused gentleman aspires to be without actually being housed. The next step after this is being housed, pretty much.
I think he could be housed if he wanted to be, which is a different genre entirely.
You cannot be this evolved and unhoused, right?
Wait, you think the evolution is going from I hitchhike everywhere and stay in nothing but seedy motels to I have a home?
That's the next step.
That's the next step.
That's the only thing that's left on the
halfway homes don't exist.
No, that's still unhoused. You live in a halfway house, you're unhoused.
I don't know about that.
You're halfway housed.
Supercharge that. I don't like that. All right. They're trying to decide if they'd like each other in person. She says, not sure you could handle me. He says, I'm not worried. She says, worried just a little. Banter? Flirting? Hi, sweet Annie. All right. He's on a bus to DC. So it must have been a real far hitchhike if he decides to get on a bus.
Greyhound ticket. Close up of the physical Greyhound ticket because it's 1981.
Yes.
This is a movie where the timeline is fucked up.
Finally stopped mooching off of drivers and paid for something. You cheap fuck.
Then he takes a metro bus.
We don't hitchhike in city.
Why not?
No, you hitchhike on the open highway. Hitchhiking in city that's insane.
That's more dangerous?
You wouldn't stick your thumb out on Main Street and be like, yeah, I need to go to the Citizens Bank.
You go across town? Yeah, I need a ride. I don't know.
No.
Try it.
Try it. It's funny.
Live show New Orleans. We're going to hitchhike across town.
Yeah, there we go. Hitchhiking. Fuck the train.
After we ride our choppers to New Orleans, we'll hitchhike around town.
Yes.
Oh, man. That same note, too, is coming up later. Zach, in the lens of he's horny, it makes this entire montage very different. He hitchhiked for some pussy.
Yes.
He doesn't have anything else going on.
Yeah, what's he going to do? Water his plants? He has no home.
He's unhoused.
Yeah.
Bum a cigarette behind a 7-Eleven.
This is why I'm saying he is a super specific fetish.
I got to work for it.
Does he research seedy motels or just the first one he sees?
First one he sees. This can't be a Yelp thing, man. You just got to walk in and look at it.
There's no way he's heard of Yelp.
Definitely not.
It's 1974.
He doesn't know where he is. How long do you think that montage was?
Months, because he's completely healed.
Oh, months. It had to have been months.
3 months? 6 months?
Easily. But how is he communicating with her before? If he finds out on the phone that it's a woman.
Never seen her.
See, that doesn't make sense.
Email?
No.
You think he has access to email?
Probably dropped a letter.
I mean, they go to in this movie.
Shut the fuck up. You watch your mouth.
He checks in to this government building, and as he's signing into the guest log, I look at the soldier who's there at the front desk, and I said, hello, hello. What do we have here?
Here we go. He corrects her that he's a civilian now. He walks into his old office.
Ex-major, yeah.
Major Turner's not there. It's Sam Morgan.
Holt McCallany. Says Turner's been relieved of her command, arrested, and the court-martial is pending.
Charged with espionage.
The way he did the double take when he walked in, he thought he got catfished.
He thought he got catfished big time.
Major Turner's a dude.
But he wouldn't know what catfish is.
Because he hasn't seen it.
Because it's 1942. What year is it? Is The Horseman, by the way? We got a lot of strong candidates, but that's the one.
He keeps correcting people that he's an ex-major.
Espionage is crazy, by the way, man.
That's a crazy charge.
Does that shit still happen? Are we still getting espionage?
Absolutely. Does espionage still happen?
Who's doing the espionage?
That's the thing. You'll never know.
Oh. Who are they doing it on behalf of?
You'll never know that either.
Oh, damn. All right.
I just assume the Russians. Tony Medley would be mad at that, but it's the Russians.
He wants it to be terrorists.
Leach apologizes. Was ordered not to tell him.
Oh, man. My note was, ooh, her fine ass back. I definitely wouldn't have what? I don't know.
What?
I don't know what that note is. Every time I see Sergeant Leach, and I learned her name very quickly.
I bet you did.
I said it like 300 times. Oh, Sergeant Leach, Sergeant Leach, Sergeant Leach. Like, every time she's on the screen, I kind of black out a little.
What?
This is also when I wrote, reminding people he's not a major anymore as a horseman.
Ex-major tells Reacher that Turner was an excellent officer and indirectly asks for an attorney recommendation. Colonel Moorcroft.
That's a bad writer name.
Michael Moorcock.
Thickcock.
Colonel Thickcock and Michael Moorcock had a kid.
Oh, I don't think this is right. I said cut to Fort Dyer. Reacher sits down with him at a restaurant. He's wondering when he's going to show up. Major Turner requested under no circumstances Reacher should be granted visitation privilege.
Maybe she read his exposition file. Anti-authority, anti-social, anti-lawyer. Deadbeat dad?
Uh-huh.
Excuse me?
Never paid child support.
His excuse me, he's ass off.
Plot liftoff?
I think I forgot a plot liftoff in this one.
It's too soon for me.
Reacher says he's not a dad. Candace Dutton says he is. Contacted the Army for compensation for her daughter. She's 15 now. That's a long time to not find out from your employer.
Yeah.
Ex-employer, I guess.
He hasn't been unhoused that long.
Yeah.
Candy's got 2 priors. Prostitution and possession.
Combination. Crack whore.
Reacher steals the photo.
The kid's in and out of foster care. Any feelings about that? About foster care? Life sucks.
What?
I meant the kid. I don't have a kid. Never heard of Candace Dutton.
He's here about Major Turner. What evidence do they have? There's a hard drive with confidential info at her residence, inferring that she's selling secrets.
And that's it? What do you want, a picture of her wearing a burqa, having drinks with the Taliban?
I got a big ope after he drops the Taliban line.
Yep. Same note too, bro.
Tony Medley popped.
He did. They're arguing about the public safety exception not allowing Colonel. It's just a lot of jargon, a lot of exposition.
Jagrin.
Supercharged that. Reacher can't believe he accepted all that. He said, "Where'd you get your law degree?" And Reacher says, "It's possible you were once a good lawyer, Colonel. But what I see is a tired lifer who will do anything not to endanger his pension.
Same note too.
Let me know when you remember what the uniform stands for." Not good writing.
Nope.
Thought he popped with that one, but it is tough guy talk.
Walks out, walks past Sam Morgan, goes to an IHOP.
IHOP product placement.
Yeah, well, he was really living it up there.
Yeah.
Decided to treat himself.
Stares at a picture of his alleged daughter.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
He sees that he's being tailed. These guys in the car are having some world-class banter about being hungry, about his new gun, about his small hands. There's a lot going on there.
When they look back, Jimmy John Reacher is gone. and he knocks on the window. Then he punches through, breaks the glass with the salt shaker, takes Blondie's gun.
Wait, he did it with a salt shaker?
Yeah, he took the salt shaker from the IHOP, put it between his knuckles.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Perfect little window smasher.
Oh, I was wondering why his hand didn't get fucked up.
Is this goon a Louis Pinnock nominee?
No, he's actually British.
Okay, maybe he went to the pizza.
He looks in the wallet, Parasource Inc. on Buckingham Road. I don't like being followed.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll come back.
How about right away? He breaks down the gun and throws it away. Now he's stalking the daughter, who's buying ramen and stealing pens.
Is she shoplifting stationery?
Oh, Amin, I don't know if you know, she was in foster care, so it means she's got to be a thief.
Also, Amin, she's an artist.
Yeah, she's an artist.
She needs supplies.
That never comes up. We see her pictures. It never plays a plot line at all.
Disagree.
No, it absolutely plays a plot line.
Her artwork?
Yeah. Pretty pictures. Horsemen.
It's the reason that Jack Reacher sees potential in her.
The hoobastank of it all.
The what?
The hoobastank.
Supercharged. I don't know what that means. I don't like that.
You don't know what hoobastank means? The reason.
No.
And the reason is you. No, Zach?
Catwoman episode. Played that song.
We got to rewatch Catwoman.
All right.
Can we do that next?
Jiu-Jitsu is next. And then heart condition. And then I'll throw Catwoman on there.
Jiu-Jitsu and heart condition are not next. Why do you guys keep saying this? This episode is going to drop years from now.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, all of a sudden Amin's the expert on the timeline.
What year is it, Amin?
I don't know. 1985.
1991.
He's cuckolding from inside the store. She clearly inherited his awareness.
He's in there watching like a Ninja Turtle in a trench coat or Lionheart at a tomato boxing warehouse.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
How the fuck did he find her?
He's Jack Reacher.
He's Jack Reacher.
What do you mean, how did he find her?
He looked at this photograph.
So he hitchhiked to wherever she lives?
Is she in D.C.?
Yeah.
Got it.
She's waiting for him around the corner. I don't like being followed. Whoa! Same line too, bro.
Hit it with the Maury Povich.
You are the father.
Fuck a paternity test. This is confirmation.
He says, you're a little thief. You a cop? I look like a cop? Narc, maybe.
No one talks like this.
No one talks like that at all.
When they see me.
Know a lot of narcs? It's the haircut. Thanks, I did it myself. I said banter runs in the family.
He's so unhoused, he does his own haircuts.
You're looking for something weird. He says, are you Candace Dutton's daughter? What'd she do this time? Nothing. I'm an old friend. And her reaction.
She says she doesn't do that stuff anymore.
Golden dumpster. I fucking died laughing.
That's such a funny line. He says, not what I meant. If you're looking for my mom and some exposition, I don't live with her. He asks who she lives with. She flips him the bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maria Hill has a competitor because the bingo child is definitely ass on.
Someone's taking pics in a car.
Stalking, following, / cucking is a horseman.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Oh, yeah.
Next day, Colonel walks up to Reacher, admits he's tired but not stupid. File on the 2 soldiers that Turner dispatched to Afghanistan on an investigation. Files report daily. 2 days ago, they're found dead at the air base, shot at close range. Next day, she's in prison.
Sergeants Merkovich and Sabelli.
Zach, I think we can sum all that up with walk and talks position.
Reacher asked him about Parasource, big military contractor. They're the ones following Reacher since he got there. Whoever killed the soldiers wanted Turner isolated. Reacher thinks they'll try to kill her too.
Now, as he's telling him about these murders or whatever, we get a flashback.
We get random flashbacks, yeah.
Is this a flashback of something that happened in the first movie that I forgot?
No.
Or is he imagining how it went down? Is this Reacher vision?
It's Reacher vision, just like Seagal vision in that law enforcement show that Steven Seagal did.
At this point, yes, but we will later learn that there are 2 types of Reacher vision.
Yes.
And you can tell based on the color toning. When we go to Afghanistan, it's sepia toned.
Yeah.
When it's black and white, I got a whole bunch of notes about what that is.
Oh my God.
The lawyer can't believe it. Reacher tells the lawyer to get her out. Cut to a motel.
Hey, surprise, guys. We're back at a motel.
A seedy motel.
Reacher's sitting on the bed in the dark looking at headshots.
Why is he in the dark?
Get the Afghanistan flashbacks, or is he imagining what happened? I don't know. Reacher tries to call the lawyer, who's taped up and bleeding, and the mystery man is rambling about enhanced interrogation techniques versus torture.
I just called him Jack Bauer.
He's not rambling, folks. He's TGTing.
LB TGT.
Jack Bauer doesn't get confusing with Jack Bauer and Jack Reacher in your notes?
It all gets confusing.
I get confused with Mike Bauer, who's a buddy of mine who works for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's like the in-arena host. Jack Bauer, Mike Bauer.
Well, that's an important note.
Now he's going to exposition what attorney-client privilege means.
I don't believe you. 10 minutes is long enough. 10 minutes is a very long time, as you're about to learn.
Then he beats the shit out of him. Knock at Reacher's door. It's Aldous Hodge on behalf of Holt.
Berets are dumb hats.
I think it's great if you're French or if you're in the military. Otherwise, I think it's a dumb hat.
If you're Leo,
If you're in the French Foreign Legion, it's a great hat.
That's fine. My brother went through a beret phase,
What?
and I just always thought it was.
So you're going to movie theaters with your brother wearing a beret?
Mm-hmm. No. This is when we were a lot younger. This is when he was like 12 or something, and I was like 8.
He was a 12-year-old wearing a beret?
With a beret, yeah.
Why?
Man.
Was this in the Sudan?
This was in Sudan, in New York. That motherfucker's wearing the beret everywhere.
Aldous remembers when he was commanding officer, held back his promotion for 6 months.
Why'd I do that?
You were a hard-ass prick who said I jumped to conclusions. Cobra formula. Future callback.
You never absolve yourself of that assessment.
No.
All this guy does is jump to conclusions.
He leans into it.
Yes.
He's encouraged to lean into it.
If anything, Jack Reacher is a fine evaluator.
Yeah. Put him back in charge. Make him a major again. Also, walk and talks position again.
I mean, he is a major.
Well, no, he's an ex-major.
Oh, okay.
The uniform didn't fit anymore.
That's right.
Too much of the LBs.
Larry Birds?
I like to think that he was 6'5", 280 and 50-inch chest, and then he became emaciated.
Became Tom Cruise.
All right, a bunch of people in the office. Morgan tells them he's under no obligation to say anything. Morgan then asks him about attempting to contact Turner.
You're under no obligation to say anything major.
Ex-major.
You told me not to say anything.
I said you didn't have to say anything.
Yes.
Yes, you confronted him?
Yes, I understand. I don't have to say anything.
For the record, you did confront Colonel Moorcroft yesterday. Can you state your whereabouts last night between 0130 and 0500?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, I understand. I don't have to say anything.
This fucking who's on first routine.
This is what Amin would do.
Yes, he confronted him?
This is Amin formula.
Yes.
This was written a couple years after Who's On First came out, so that's why it was really topical at the time. Morgan comments on his hand injuries for the record. Reacher walks out. Now Morgan says Moorcroft was beaten to death. And he nods at the lady in the glasses. That's his attorney. They charge Reacher with the murder. He was killed off base. This is a civilian matter. As a private citizen, the Army has no jurisdiction. Turn me over to the DC police.
I understand that the point of this is to get Reacher isolated so that then they can kill him in prison.
They can kill him, yes.
This is the flimsiest murder charge we've ever seen.
Look at your hands.
There's absolutely no evidence.
Your hands.
Zach, the bigger question I have is he says, turn me into the DC police. What was his plan going to be then?
Well, he can easily beat up the DC police.
He's about to fuck up whoever is imprisoning him?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He gets captured and he beats him up.
Yes.
Because he's definitely not making bail, right? He doesn't have any money.
Right.
And he doesn't have any possessions from which he could sign up as collateral.
No.
And the one person that might have bailed him out is in prison herself.
Right.
Morgan refers to Article 10.75 of the Military Code.
Silence. An officer with your security clearance remains subject to recall. Is this Cobra formula? Because he doesn't take the bait.
100%.
He says, you agree to it when you sign your discharge. Welcome back to the Army, Major. And I said, film noir.
No longer ex-major.
They take him to Fort Dyer. We see the computer that manages all the doors and locks.
He's walking on. That's his little fine ass Sergeant Leach.
I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable.
Well, that's a whole note. Wow, I didn't even say what happened in that conversation. It
No.
just said little fine ass Sergeant Leach. Okay.
Because nothing happens.
Yeah, she doesn't say anything. She just looks at him and I look at her. So now we're at the prison. Guys, dare I say it, new Alcatraz month is back.
Oh.
Reacher's looking around at the cameras and all the tech that's in place. He enters a visitation room with his lawyer. She'll ask to see the evidence. There won't be any evidence. What are you talking about? There is no such thing.
The lawyer is more ass on than Maria Hill.
No.
The lawyer is awful.
This is how a military lawyer would act.
With an ass on?
Yeah. Basically, we go through this whole thing of he's not taking this seriously.
Reacher says they killed her investigators. They killed her lawyer. He sees the Parasource SUV show up outside.
Evidence suggests you killed Major Turner's lawyer.
They're gonna kill her, and they're gonna kill me. For all I know, you're part of it.
Hey, listen, dickhead. You're the one accused of murder. You want to show me a shred of evidence? I'll defend you till kingdom come, otherwise go to hell.
Apologize. I have low blood sugar.
Excuse me?
I didn't eat this morning. Feel lightheaded. Could you get me something from the officer's mess? Sandwich, maybe?
He just sent her ass to the kitchen to go get him a sandwich. Mays, please clip Bernie Sanders.
Abroad! He grabs her keys, cash out of her bag, tells Espen they're done there, gets escorted out of the room. He does some kind of ghost vision.
Black and white memory of the layout of the prison.
This is Reacher vision. This is the cerebral Jack Reacher, ladies and gentlemen.
We're setting the table now.
Because he's not 6'5" anymore, so he's got to be able to have superpowers, basically.
Espen leads him into the cell. Reacher starts attacking him, grabs his jacket after knocking him out.
And his beret. Can't forget the beret.
Guys, this is Sean Astin digging a pool. The fact that Aldous Hodge's jacket is not billowing on him like a fucking circus tent.
Yeah, he should be swimming in that thing.
It fits perfectly. No fucking chance.
The goons are being escorted in. He hides. He walks slowly upstairs. The goons are there to transfer Turner. She wants to know who they are.
At this point, Maria Hill reminds me that that ass is locked on, and she's not losing that shit to anybody.
Reacher walks up, beats the shit out of somebody from behind. She recognizes him, grabs the nightstick of the guard. He takes out the other goon, says that they're here to kill her. Tells her they killed the lawyer. A goon gets up. She knocks him out with a nightstick, then disarms a soldier after he pulls a gun. And she starts pulling rank, even though she's been relieved of her duty.
Old habits die hard.
Soldier, you know who I am. I need you to stand down.
You're being court-martialed.
For espionage.
Yo, there's no chance.
You have no command anymore.
Reacher tases the soldier. They don't have time for this chit-chat.
Where did he get a taser?
Stole it from one of the Parasource guys, probably.
As they're walking out, she notices the name tag on him.
Mm-hmm.
And it says Espen. And that's the first time I realized what his name is.
Espionage.
Well, no, I said Espen the magazine. And Mayes, I need you to clip it.
I'm a regular sports fanatic. And that's why I read Espen the magazine. Espen the magazine is the magazine for all us sports insiders. Just the other day, I said to the coach, "Hey coach, did you read that Peter Gammons article in Espen the magazine last month? Was that in depth or what?" ESPN, go Espen, the magazine.
I forgot how funny it was. Also, misogyny, right?
Oh, big time.
She's so ass off in this commercial.
This is insane. Does this mean dinner's off?
Nice sweet Annie.
Banter! No, it's banter. That's not.
Nice sweet Annie.
Espen wakes up in the cell. He tells her to act angry. She says, I am angry.
I'm always angry. That's my secret. The lawyer's coming back with the sandwich, and they run out when the lawyer's coming back in through the doors.
We got a real Zach Morris situation.
It's a fucking ass-on horse race.
Between the two of them.
Turner demands the soldier's keys. They get out of the gate. What kind of car would my lawyer be driving? A black sedan. Cut to a wide shot of 100 identical black Chrysler sedans in the parking lot.
Cobra formula.
Golden dumpster as well. Siren starts blaring. They sprint into the lot and take cover. They hit the panic button, which sends all of the soldiers to the one car that's empty. Kobe tells Reacher, food truck.
This is so dumb.
They chase it. You're going to get some hop-ons.
You are going to get hop-on.
Fleet of sedans takes off after the food truck. They cut it off. They check it out. It's empty. Turner and Reacher drive away in a sedan behind the group of MPs, and everybody hold on to your butts. This is Plot Liftoff.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Unless I have it later on, I'm here for that. I think that's good plot liftoff. I said, are we locking her in for ass on? She's just as good in this movie as she was on How I Met Your Mother.
There is another.
There's another?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I also have another. So now I'm a fugitive from justice and a traitor to your country. Don't forget that. Why do I feel like you're enjoying this?
Banter?
You have a very interesting way of saying thank you. Shut the fuck up.
Whoa. Whoa, Maze.
Nah. Both of them.
There's a lot of banter going on in this scene.
Weak.
She says, were those men really going to kill me? And I said, D, you dumb broad. That's the look Tom Cruise gives her. It turns like, are you fucking serious?
Morgan tells Espen, nice job.
Oh, his ass is mine.
Vehicle L67 has been hijacked. They're tracking it. They can hear the exposition in the car. It says Turner is 34 years old.
Really?
Shut up.
Banter.
They need to ditch the car and get into her email. And Espen is barking orders in the Situation Room. Reacher and Turner are sprinting across the lawn next to the Washington Monument.
Running as a horseman.
It's a Tom Cruise movie. It's got to be.
No, there's more running than I feel like Mission Impossible.
He always finds a way.
But everyone's running. Everyone's running in this movie.
There's nothing more conspicuous than sprinting in a panic across the National Mall. Nothing will bring more eyes to you.
Yo, you're getting sniped.
Absolutely. You're not making it halfway through that thing.
How about asking a cab driver for the location of an internet cafe in 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sean Astin Award of the movie.
It might have been 1996.
Otso!
A fucking internet cafe absolutely lost me.
Incredible, especially because it doesn't work at all. Turner is feeling guilty. She should have gone to Afghanistan herself. Reacher reminds her, the job is about giving orders. I'm an ex-major, but even I remember that, because once a major, always a major.
He's a major again. He's back.
Men weren't killed by the Taliban. They were shot in the back of the head by army slugs. A plane load of thousands of decommissioned weapons have gone missing.
I called this guy in Taffer's command center, Toby Maguire. He looks just like Toby Maguire.
I love how they're talking about this classified information. Oh yeah, there's a cab driver 2 feet away.
This is the darkest part of this movie because she asks him, are you a big Nationals fan? And he says, oh yeah, from the beginning, because he's got a Nats hat on.
You think she murdered him?
Absolutely. They murdered a cab driver for a hat.
My hat!
100%. I said, the poor cab driver.
Got a family.
Cut to the internet cafe. They locked her up so she wouldn't see the filed report. They know she's trying to access the system. Phoebe Maguire can immediately track and retrieve her location. Morgan calls the mystery man, who is chilling in his Maserati across the Potomac from the Lincoln Memorial.
He's driving a Maserati?
Hey, man.
He's private practice, whatever they call it.
That Parasaurus money is flowing.
That's a hefty monthly right there.
Wow, you would know.
A lot of bonuses. Ready to go to work, soldier? We've located him.
She's like, I'm locked out. I said, D, you dumb broad. You don't think they got a ping on your IP address at this point?
You think you're getting into that from an internet cafe?
You're fucking logging in from something that is a defunct feature in our society.
This is the files are inside the computer ass logic to the technology.
Luckily, the mystery Maserati man is already there.
Yeah.
He's lurking behind a column down the street. Reacher's telling her they'll triangulate them, and she eventually gives up.
Keeps repeating, they will notice location. And I'm like, duh, yes.
He waited to say that till they got to the internet cafe, though.
This killer, though, would give himself away immediately.
Why is that?
Because only killers wear leather gloves like that.
What about Maserati owners, though? That's his cover.
No.
Zach, do you know what this character's name is?
No, he doesn't have a name.
He does have a name.
What is it?
The Hunter.
The Hunter?
Yeah.
That's his name.
It's really bad when you find that out via a caption.
The no middle name, last name Hunter?
Yeah.
That's right. It's on his ID.
Just like Jack Reacher.
His expired military ID.
Jack Reacher, the Hunter.
Reacher knows they're being followed, not by a cop, by a pro, 50 yards back, black coat, brown hair, killer gloves. They run to get on the bus. They miss it. She thinks they made them. He wants to run to the restaurant. They walk in, say they're meeting someone in the back. Killer goes to the alley.
While they run to the bus, there's a couple of middle-aged dudes playing catch in the middle of this open lawn. And I said, that's a Sean Astin digging a pool. That never fucking happens.
No, that would never happen.
2 dudes throwing the pigskin at one another, hanging out. Guys on their lunch break because they're too old to be students.
We should do that. Maze, I'm in San Francisco. You want to go throw the football around?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think we could easily accomplish that today. Just to prove a mean wrong.
It's $100 per month Patreon subscription. You want to watch me and Maze throw football around?
There you go. Silent video.
That's it. It's just that. Nothing interesting will happen in there.
An unhoused gentleman might run by, too. You never know.
He might pick us off.
They go in the kitchen. They yell, everybody out. They start breaking stuff. Unnecessary.
Fucking shit up, man.
Turner bars the door with a ladle that has no effect. Grabs a meat mallet.
He bends the shit out of the ladle.
Those are super bendable.
Are they?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, this incredible She-Hulk. What the hell?
No, they're there to bring soup to a bowl, not to create security. You can bend it easily.
Okay.
He sneaks in the back with his gun drawn. Reacher sees him. This is a very Judgment Night.
This is such a terrible plan by everybody involved.
Yep.
By the Hunter, by them.
Don't call him the Hunter. I don't like that.
Well, that's his name. What am I supposed to call him?
The gun fires wildly when Reacher hits him with the cart. He disarms him.
Turner does I'm going to throw something and make a noise, and it works.
A lot of hand-to-hand combat.
I've thought about this a lot. When people are shooting, other people are ducking out the way. They cover their head. And I'm like, do you think this is going to stop the bullet from fucking you up? Oh, shit. It's a good thing I have my hands up.
Yeah, now you just have a hand injury. They'll never go through.
And you're dead.
All right, Reacher says to stay back. He gets cracked in the face. Now she has to fight with her mallet. He takes her down almost immediately.
The mallet had absolutely no impact. Useless weapon, Thor's hammer.
This is a very misogynistic movie in the sense that anytime she tries to fight, she immediately gets her ass kicked.
I mean, let's be real.
She's a trained military officer. I'm not saying she's got to be John Wick.
She's not going to beat the Hunter.
That's true. He drives a Maserati.
And she's not better at this shit than Jack Reacher. There's a scene later where she gets really up in her feelings.
No. I'm not saying she should.
She holds her own later in the movie. She's terrible in this fight. I'm with you.
She's 90 pounds. She should get her ass kicked. Most movies, she would be wrecking people and then give a tough guy talk answer and he'd be impressed. But no, every time she tries to fight, she immediately gets knocked down. Cops come in, guns drawn. Killer says he's military police, has them check his ID in his right front pocket. Cop goes for it. He immediately kills both cops.
Yep.
Pretty impressive. It was a golden dumpster for me.
Reacher and Turner use that distraction to run away. Cops swarm outside the restaurant. He buttons his coat and walks away. No problem.
Yeah. And they're on the bus that they missed earlier.
Cut to the Evergreen Plaza Motel.
This is a massive motel movie.
Turner says Mystery Man is good. They'll get him next time. Turner's jealous of Reacher's freedom. Go where you want, eat what you want. Nobody telling you what to do or how to do it. Definitely not the Army way.
Eat what you want.
Exactly. Her top's off. His top's off. He's taking a shower.
I said, Maria Hill, let me see them titties. Oh. But then I said, Jack Reacher, let me see them titties. Confused.
Equality. A rare moment of equality from me.
If you're got all this adrenaline rushing through your system after defying death and escaping prison and all this shit,
yeah,
and you're both in a motel room and you both have your shirt off.
As we find out, his kink is that he wants to have sex with her in a seedy motel.
This seems like the golden opportunity.
But I also think when the job is done.
No, I realize what it is, Zach. It's not when the job is done. It's because they didn't hitchhike here.
Oh, yeah, you got to hitchhike to it. They took the bus.
Also, he's old-fashioned or modern-fashioned, depending on when you think this movie was made. He wants to take her to dinner first.
Modern fashion is the new horseman. That's it.
Turner is looking at Samantha's picture. Mystery Man is in his Maserati. He's reading Jack Reacher's exposition file with the weird photoshopped.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
It's a terrible Photoshop, but I love that he gets a call. He's like, you made a mess, I hear. He goes, this Reacher guy's interesting.
He's into it. He's definitely into it.
Yeah, he's super into it.
He also answers the phone. Go.
I want to answer the phone go at some point.
I hate it.
Oh, I thought it was so cool.
I want to buy a flip phone just so I can not say goodbye, but close the phone. That's the best way to end a phone call.
Especially if you're in the modern times.
This Reacher guy's interested. You have no idea. They ran out of medals.
Oh,
golden dumpster.
Golden dumpster. Don't make this a competition.
Too late. Sure, you can handle it by yourself. I can handle him just fine. Prove it. Is that Cobra formula or half past dead formula?
That's tension. Them two right there, they're fucking.
That's not tension.
They are fucking for sure.
He brings in breakfast, coffee, clothes. No cream for the coffee, though.
Coffee? And she says cream, and I said phobe. But Betty Gilpin was ass off, though. So, coffee and Kareem.
It was Kareem.
No, you said cream fast.
He guessed the sizes for her clothes perfectly.
Right sizes. Good eye.
That's when I thought Jack Reacher might be gay.
Oh.
Homophobia.
Spent the rest of their cash on a burner phone. How much was that burner phone?
Well, back in 1998, they were pretty expensive. That's like $300 a phone.
It's time we stopped running and start hunting.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt's new movie, Wolves, is on Apple TV Plus September 27th.
That's where I want you to be now.
So if you want to see George Clooney and Brad Pitt, go to Apple TV Plus.
You got to start the story there.
Or if you want to see Brad Pitt and George Clooney, go to Apple TV Plus.
I am enjoying the show.
And if you want to see their new movie, Wolves,
You can't do it, I'm going to help you out. I can do it, so do it.
definitely go to Apple TV Plus.
Admit it, it's cool. Okay, fine, it was very cool.
Wolves, streaming September 27th on Apple TV Plus. Rated R.
Hey, it's me, the Quenchies. I'm that late afternoon craving you just can't shake. Wait, what's that? Welch's Grape Aid? No! Made with real fruit and no added sugar, nothing answers the call of the Quenchies like Grape Aid. Got the Quenchies? Grab a Grape Aid in your juice aisle.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Reacher calls Morgan at home. I hope you're calling to turn yourselves in. Reacher doesn't know his role yet. He's guessing money is involved. A lot of money. Morgan drags and drops a locked classified Turner folder into the trash.
Nice.
Love a drag and drop.
That is 1996 operating system right there.
It's some of the laziest writing ever, but I loved it.
It's super lazy writing.
What's the shortest possible way we can demonstrate that this is what's happening.
Morgan has his glasses on, starts one-arm typing, just like Stallone.
Reacher walks around the corner. The call is coming from inside the house. Film noir.
What? They're in the house?
I don't know what this is, but it needs a name. He called him and walked in on him while he was still on the phone.
You know what I'd like to call it? Do you remember there was a Chappelle Show thing where they were doing like a cipher at the barbershop?
I'm not on any sex or any race. If you beating me is like Billy Crystal playing Scarface. I can't see it. Blind to the eyes. I came up in your face. Oops, clown surprise. Oh, Jesus, man.
I think we call it Oops Pal Surprise. Oops Pal Surprise formula.
Turner grabs the laptop. Reacher grabs Morgan's arm. I will snap the tendon before it breaks the bone. It takes longer to heal.
Is that true?
TGTLB.
He makes Morgan give her the code. She's in. She plugs in a stick, grabs an envelope of cash from his desk. She just knew that was there.
Well, I think she got lucky, but that is a lot of cash.
Morgan tells Reacher he thinks he's invulnerable, but there are ways to get at him.
Oh.
Files uploaded. Reacher thanks Morgan for his help.
You mean like, I don't know, the random daughter that popped up out of nowhere that you told him about?
They go to a public library to use a printer for a thumbstick. What year is it? Genuinely, what year is this?
I was so confused.
I reference it a lot. This is like Universal Soldier 2 where they go to a strip club to use the internet.
I thought it was going to be a FedEx Kinko's, but they can't afford that, even with that wallet full of money they just got. Her sergeants did file a final report. Contactor Daniel Prudhomme. Weapons transports, evasive, then he disappeared. Reacher hits a button on his phone and it speed dials, all caps in my notes. What year is it? What year is it?
I don't know.
A fucking cell phone does speed dial and you hear all the numbers getting punched in real quick? What the fuck?
I don't know.
And he calls fine ass Sergeant Leach. And I said, I'll have her ass say, yes, sir, no, sir.
What?
Sir, yes, sir. You think military broads talk dirty like that? Do you think they like, sir, yes, sir, in bed?
Are you? Yes.
They do?
Absolutely.
I've never been with a military broad. I can't speak to it.
Yeah, you couldn't handle it.
Oh, I can handle it.
Zach went to San Diego State.
Mm-hmm.
Big Navy base down there.
Sure is. I'm telling you, you couldn't handle it.
The Zurican Army?
He was in the Navy.
French Foreign Legion.
Calls Leach, pretend to be her old drill instructor, wants her to snoop for info on Parasource and Prudhomme.
God, she's bad as a... Let me go look her Instagram up.
They print out surveillance photos of Reacher and Samantha.
Oh, wow.
Cut to Reacher sprinting to Samantha's house.
Wow.
Turner breaks off part of the railing as a weapon. She doesn't use it.
Something has blown Amin's mind here, and I don't know what's going on. I know it has nothing to do with the podcast.
It's Sergeant Leach's Instagram.
Oh, boy.
Can't possibly be that exciting.
No, there's no way.
Oh, well.
Reacher pushes the door open, sees a dead man, and he immediately has a black and white flashback of the mystery man shooting this guy.
How?
Reacher vision.
So, Amin,
yes,
does he have Force Echo?
The fuck does that?
Where he walks in and he can sense what happened.
What does that mean?
But I'm going to tell you what this is. Shout out to my friend's dad. I like how he figures shit out. That's what's happening here. This is Jack Reacher figuring shit out vision.
Is that the horseman?
I like how he figures shit out as a horseman.
The horseman is May's friend's dad. I like how he figures shit out.
It is pretty incredible that he walks into that. It probably went down like this.
He pictures her flooding through the fire escape. He stops before he leaves the room, sees something on the fire escape, on the ground, a book of her drawings, comes back,
Pretty pictures.
Charcoal pencil.
But it doesn't.
It does.
How long has she been in that cabinet?
Days.
Gets out normally? She doesn't have to stretch?
Pops out with a butter knife. You need a better knife. Grab any other knife than the butter knife.
What is it about the picture that lets him know she's hiding in the cabinet?
Charcoal.
So?
Charcoal drawing. Charcoal on the floor.
She draws with charcoal pencils.
There's a smudge of charcoal on the cabinet, meaning that she touched it with her charcoal fingers.
Oh.
I mean, you're not Jack Reacher. You don't figure stuff out the way he does.
Yeah, I'm not just figuring it out. Yeah.
I like how he figures shit out. Clearly you don't. I like it.
I'm 100% voting that as the horseman. I don't care what you guys say.
Figuring shit out vision.
She's just screaming. Finally, she stops. She's crying. Turner has no idea what to do. No help here at all. Cut to them in the car. They're explaining military police versus regular cops to her. They don't know where they're going yet. She left her phone in the apartment.
Wood-paneled Chrysler Voyager, screwdriver in the ignition. It's a big Chrysler movie, boys.
She says kidnapping is a federal offense. He explains people out there want to hurt her. She starts feeling sick. Says to put her head out the window like a dog. She doesn't know the last time she ate, so they stop. Guess where they stop, guys? You'll never guess.
The burger stand
At a diner.
from Lionheart.
Oh.
Or White Man's Burden or Heart Condition.
Or Geely.
Reacher and the girl are waiting in the car.
Reacher attempts small talk about the pretty pictures. I mean,
She says they suck. And then he responds, whatever you say. What?
Who's that man?
I'm 100% with him on this. I said, let her get killed, man. Bingo face and bingo behavior. She's a fucking ingrate. They saved her fucking life.
She doesn't know that, though. All she knows is 2 strangers came in there and took her from her hippie apartment.
and killed Beth and Herb, 2 old hippies.
Mm-hmm.
Her foster parents. You've had a shock. Body's pumping adrenaline, cortisol. They call it fight or flight. Gonna take a while to calm down.
She seems pretty calm to me.
Yeah.
And also, let her fucking die, please. I beg you.
He hands her the food. She says, I can't eat. I'm pumping adrenaline.
Banter.
That's pretty good banter.
Haha, snarky teenagers.
Turner knows a place she'll be safe. It's a monastery.
School with the dress code. They're in a department store. Reacher's tough guy talking to her about obedience. She says, you're very intense. You know that?
She takes the clothes. The killer goes to Morgan's house. Reacher has the girl. Says you're supposed to take care of that.
You people. You take off the uniform and lose all discipline.
You people? What do you mean by you people?
Mystery Man knows that Reacher was at Morgan's earlier that day. It's a real pissing contest. Morgan is insisting that he didn't give up information, and Mystery Man starts laughing. What's so funny? We hired you to clean up this mess. He says that Reacher's prints were on the phone, then he beats Morgan to death with it.
That's kind of a badass move.
Leather gloves.
This guy is the Michael Jordan of framing Jack Reacher.
He's so good at it.
He's amazing.
Cut to the school.
Pembroke.
The headmistress will do a favor for Turner.
Favor for a favor.
Samantha is in uniform with the plaid skirt looking at her drawings, her pretty pictures.
Sean Astin digging a pool.
Same note too.
Teenage girls would not go up to the new girl at school and immediately befriend her.
No one is this nice.
They would mock her. They would tease her until she got an eating disorder. They would absolutely destroy her confidence.
Rich kids at a private school.
The richest of rich kids, yes.
All girls school too.
All the makings.
Not a chance that's happening.
As she's walking past this outdoor class, the disembodied voice of the art teacher saying, show me what you feel. You're not a camera. What do you feel about these hands? Are these nurturing hands? Have they held children? Do they carry pain? Why do we draw? And I said, this guy.
Do they deliver wrapped candy?
He's molesting every single one of these kids.
100%. There's a massive investigation that needs to happen with the school.
He's a super diddler, man.
He's Jan level.
Well, I don't know. Jan has volume on his side.
There is an endless conversation about college applications, PSATs, earring talk, retail therapy, going to Paris for Christmas. The Eiffel Tower is mentioned. Our friend.
Repeat offender.
I really like these prep school broads, mostly because they're exactly what's necessary to make her feel like shit. Even as they were trying to be friendly, you could tell her poor fucking foster house raised ass.
It's at this point I said, you know what? I take back my Sean Astin digging a pool. They're just doing it in a very different way. They immediately go into conversation they know she can't fit into.
Yep. They did it in a way they can't get in trouble at school.
Supercharge this.
Golden dumpster Zach saying that. Lock it in.
Samantha's phone rings. Reacher's pissed. He walks over and grabs it. She grabs her jacket, which she had dropped on a backpack, and steals the backpack. They explain that texts can be traced. Now they're back in the Chrysler. They toss the phone out. Sam calls that place ridiculous. She was there for 5 minutes. It's a school. Turner says Pembroke changed her life. And Leach calls with Parasource info. They lost contracts. They're in financial trouble.
Oh, boy.
Fine ass Sergeant Leach. Give me all your exposition, baby. I want it all.
Daughter starts bitching about a phone. He tells her to be quiet. Prudhomme disappeared after being interrogated. New Orleans is Parasource's home base. They know he's back, and they're looking for him. She also informs him that Morgan was killed, and his prints are on the murder weapon.
Sam writes down the name Prudhomme. No way she spelled that correctly on the first try.
There's no way. That's insane that she would have gotten that right on the first try.
Was there a football player named John Prudhomme?
Oh, you're thinking of the Carolina Panthers quarterback?
Jake Delhomme.
Jake Delhomme, yep.
It took me literally the entire movie.
Here's what I don't understand about fingerprints. The fingerprints are on the phone, and then he grabs the phone. Yes, he's wearing gloves. They never wipe away?
No.
No matter what you're doing with them, they never wipe away?
They smudge.
Come on.
They can get a partial.
I don't like it. I don't like fingerprints. I've decided. Doing too much. They need to get to the airport at Norfolk, Virginia.
I'm out on fingerprints. I burned mine off.
Now, I'll be honest. Before they said we got to get to an airport, I said, they're about to drive to New Orleans from Washington, D.C.
On matching motorcycles.
Like fucking Wolverine.
You could have daisy chained off of New Orleans, I mean.
Yeah, could have. That's true.
Luckily, that backpack that Sam stole had a wallet with American Express, Visa, and Discover.
Daddy is so happy with my SATs and extracurricular activities. He's taking us all to New Orleans. Unless you want me to shut up.
Is that your Louis Pinnock?
You little shit.
These are my rebuttals. Number one, no rich kid has Discover card.
Probably not. Yeah.
They're not going all the way down to fucking Discover. That's for permanent renters. Number two, you don't think that's going to create a paper trail? A stolen credit card? This should have flagged immediately.
They can get on the flight before the high school kid realizes that their credit card has been stolen.
But not without an ID.
Number three, what about ID?
Well, don't worry. We'll get the ID covered.
What is this, pre-9/11? Oh, well, it's 1987. You could just get through an airport back then.
Mystery man finds the broken cell phone on the ground outside Pembroke. Now we're at the airport. Sam says, tan jacket. Reacher bumps into this dude and pickpockets his ID.
They found an actor shorter than Tom Cruise.
Super short.
Tom Cruise towers over him.
And then in a massive indictment of TSA, he approves it.
Yeah, he's good.
Looks nothing like him.
This guy doesn't care.
That is the writer of the movie Lee Child.
When he looks at the ID and he looks back at Jack Reacher, Jack Reacher's response is, what do you fucking want from me? The writing is terrible. That's it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're all through TSA. Where the fuck did they get IDs from?
Great question. The goons are at the airport. They get on the plane too. I said flight liftoff, plot liftoff. We still doing that?
Sam's never been on a plane before.
He starts doing a very ass-on version of someone who's nervous about flying.
Reacher gives her a puke bag. Don't puke on me.
I imagine this is what Beetle was like before Ambien.
For drugs?
Yeah.
Drugs and alcohol.
Yes. Before popping pills and downing martinis at the airport bar.
Green drop drink.
He goes to the Delta Lounge and fucking houses wine.
She grabs his hand due to a little turbulence. She's drawn while he sleeps.
Pretty pictures.
Daughter asks Turner how long she's been in the Army. 10 years. Major.
Thinks it's badass that she gives orders and knows moves.
You're not married, right?
No.
Are you gay? I mean, it's totally cool. I know tons of lesbians.
No, I'm not gay.
I thought all lady soldiers are gay.
Well, some are, some aren't, like out in the real world.
So is Reacher your boyfriend?
No.
Friends with benefits?
No.
You mean no, you don't want to, or no, he doesn't want to, or no, not yet. You guys haven't really... All right. I see how it is.
That's when Reacher wakes up and he gives this look, and I said, same note too, bro. He's so clearly annoyed by this bingo child.
I gotta solve this case.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of her.
Her dad was military, never met him, left before she was born, stationed around DC. Mom wouldn't talk about him, said he's a big hero and a total asshole.
Poppy talk, launch. That was also Cobra formula. Candy won't talk about him. Candy? My mom.
Goon gets up to go to the bathroom. Reacher gets up and goes and sits next to the goon that he was sitting with. He says, it's the haircut. All you contractors go to the same barber.
Answer?
Shot to the chest and a shot to the face knocks him out. Sean Astin digging a pool.
The guy doesn't even react. He sits next to him, no reaction. Talks to him, no reaction. Knocks him out asleep.
Dave Yeager.
Tells Turner to check his phone, heads to the back, closes the curtain, picks the bathroom lock, kicks the guy into the toilet. He's bleeding somehow. Tells an old man he's not feeling well, use the other toilet.
As they're deplaning, he uses the phone to call the last number. It's the killer.
Go.
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 Took 2 more of your pieces off the board.
They were the B team.
Tough guy talk, banter.
Yeah.
Reacher asked where he was in the military. Not sure he ever got back.
He almost said it.
Reacher doesn't miss it. I think you do, Drifter. Drifter.
Oh, wait. No, here's the, he said it.
People like us can never go back.
Ah!
He said it. He said it.
To the world, we hurt people, and the people around us get hurt. Leave Turner to me. Walk away now, and I won't hurt the little girl.
You coming to New Orleans? I'm thinking about it. He's already at the gate.
Banter.
Look me up. I will.
Reacher exits out onto the tarmac. They start running. We get a chase. We got people running outside. We got people running inside.
A lot of running.
They take a turn, end up on what I thought was a rental car shuttle.
Same.
No, it is not.
I've never been to an airport where at the gate it says the name of the airport.
No.
That's the laziest exposition ever. Why would it say that there?
Why would your dad?
Number 2, it's not called New Orleans International. It's called Louis Armstrong International Airport. Wait a second. When was it named Louis Armstrong International?
Good question.
1957.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the 40s, basically. Number 3, you can't come from the tarmac back into the terminal. There are key codes on all that shit.
New Orleans is laid back, I mean.
It's true. It is a big easy.
Especially in the 40s.
And then number 4, this kid is whiny as fuck.
Oh, I can't stand her. This fake-ass Anna Paquin.
She demands an explanation or she'll scream. Turner tries to explain. Reacher keeps cutting her off. Less you know, the better. Bullshit. I got us the credit card, okay? They're after me, too.
No, they're not.
And he begrudgingly explains, they think you're my daughter. What? Candy filed a paternity suit.
All of a sudden, we're on Bourbon Street because we're in New Orleans, so you have to go to Bourbon Street.
They shuttle drove them to Bourbon Street? Not how this works.
Repeat offender, Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street month continues.
You could have daisy chained off of Bourbon Street. You want to change that, by the way? You still can. There's still time.
The daisy chain? I could change the daisy chain?
Why not?
Oh, yeah, until the end of the episode.
We found another connection.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Bourbon Street's better than action franchise, whatever.
They get a 2-bedroom suite for $350 a night.
Sean Astin.
The fucking balcony opens up to Bourbon Street. You can see the parades. You can show your tits. People throw beads at you.
Oh.
I mean, that's what Bourbon Street's all about. I don't know.
I'm just there for the po' boys.
Po-po boys.
Giant po-pos. That's us. We're the po-po boys.
Sam asks if they're going to take a DNA test. Little busy right now. Gotta tell him something. He's going to get angry. The whole thing is my fault. How's that? I was the one who made her file the paternity thing.
Mommy talk.
Thought she'd get money or child support out of it, get her life together.
She's doing better now. How is she doing better? She has a job. That's it.
That's a big deal.
Well, you know, sucking dick was a job too.
Oh.
So it's $10 for a BJ, $12 for an HJ, $15 for a ZJ.
What's a ZJ?
If you have to ask, big man, you can't afford it.
She says, you're mad. He says he's not. They think I'm your kid, so you have to worry about protecting me. Yeah, so I don't want to be here. Nobody wants to be here. He says, okay, ask where she'll go. She starts to walk away. I said, how can you be unhoused grifter kid and still spoiled? It's a crazy dichotomy.
You would think that she would be like eating out the palm of his hands.
No.
She gets to sleep in a fucking nice hotel for a change.
You know what Jack Reacher loves? He loves bringing food back to a hotel.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He loves it. He's got a pep in his step when he does it.
He comes back with food. They shut the door in his face. So he eats by himself like fucking Steven Glansberg in the cafeteria in Superbad.
Great reference. I don't think this is a 2-bedroom suite. I think these are 2 rooms with adjoining doors.
Yes, correct.
Which makes the 350 even crazier.
Because this room has 2 twin beds?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can get that in a hotel. I'd like the 2 twin room.
Turner walks into his room, starts picking at his fries. He says, our dinner date, champagne is chilling. I wonder how much champagne is chilling.
Enough to fill the Nile?
Maybe.
Oh, interesting. I was going to say we should clip the cocktail drop for champagne.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
This is Tom Cruise.
Champagne. Perfume going in, sewage coming out.
I knew you were the romantic type.
Hi, sweet Annie.
Maria Hill got them thighs out. She want to know how he gonna beat that pussy up.
What? She wanted to know what was going to happen after the phone call.
She want to know how was you gonna pound me? Take me to Pound Town. Cock me, Eddie.
He thought a nice dinner, maybe some wine. And after dinner, back to your place maybe, as opposed to your seedy motel.
What did I tell you?
Never underestimate the charm of a seedy motel.
That's his way of saying, I get off on fucking in seedy motels.
I mean, time to bust out the Eastern European misogynist because...
Oh, here we go, yeah.
Reacher wants to go after Prudhomme solo. Clip it.
What, because I'm a woman? I should be the babysitter?
I don't know how to be the babysitter.
You think that I do?
Yes.
Got her ass!
You know, I've had to put up with this crap my entire career. Forget the dickheads who think that they can paw me. It's every male officer who thinks that he's smarter,
You've been
tougher,
relieved
and more
of
capable
command,
than I am.
and the
I am
last
the
I
commanding
heard, you
officer
are
here.
fugitive from military
Yes,
justice.
so are you.
So we're both criminals. I'm going. It's a bad idea, Major.
Yap.
Oh.
So he gets up to walk out.
Jesus, there's a little peek behind the curtain.
He does the stand in front of you. You can't go past me. And he looks at her. And this is the darkest part of the movie. Darker than even murdering the cabbie. He says, that's a bad idea, Major, in a very quiet voice. And I said, holy fuck. Did he just threaten to kick her ass if she doesn't get out the way?
He threatened to kill her.
Jesus.
Cut to him helping a stranger. It's Mrs. Prudhomme.
He's already found her? I like the way he figures things out.
Yeah.
Guys, I won't lie. I had to look it up. I thought this woman was Emily Blunt.
You thought she was Emily Blunt?
She looks like Emily Blunt.
No.
They look nothing alike.
Look at this photograph.
This is your white face blindness.
It looks more like Elaine from Lionheart Emily Blunt.
You put them both in a tomato boxing factory and you're not going to be able to tell them apart.
You guys got to stop making me laugh. The picture's coming out all blurry.
She looks nothing like Emily Blunt. What are you talking about?
Hold on. I'm getting the second image.
Not even a little bit.
Here you go. Right there. They don't look alike to you?
No.
Not in the slightest.
You don't need to send me a picture of Emily Blunt. I know what Emily Blunt looks like.
Yeah.
I don't think you do. If you don't think that she looks like Emily Blunt.
20 CB because she pulls a photo from her wallet.
Right.
This is such a stupid scene to find out that she doesn't like her husband anymore and he's a drug addict. And she's been hassled by people already.
He's a drug addict. Any place there's dope is where he hangs out, which really narrows it down.
Did either of you think Prudhomme, or as I called him, Jake DeLome after I looked it up, that he was actually the hunter?
No.
That's who her husband was?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's driving a Maserati. So he's being followed. He gets surrounded by goons. He kicks open a door in a warehouse. They find him in there. They surround him.
You followed me in here. That was a mistake. And then this dude requests TGTLB. So how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
How about one at a time? I get a baseball bat.
They laugh.
Guy draws a gun. Really? If you were going to kill me, you'd have done it by now. Not going to kill you until you beg for it.
And you're going to beg.
Reacher holds up a phone, says he's expecting a call in 2 minutes. Otherwise, Turner's in the wind.
In the wind is some 1960s ass dialogue.
You're bluffing. Go for it. Now you're wondering how you can make me talk without tipping her off. You can't torture me, you can't kill me, and you're definitely gonna have to kill me. And then he tosses the phone high in the air.
This idiot. Oh, pop fly.
Yep, every single time. Eyes on the ball. He smashes a swinging hook into the guy's face.
And when he does that, he looks at the other guys and he says, fellas, TGT, baby. That's some TGT.
Time to fight. He wrecks the other three dudes, breaks the dude's arm, pushes the guy through a wall.
They all attack him one at a time.
Avoids a gunshot, makes the broken arm guy shoot a goon, shoots another dude.
I told you people, I don't like being followed. Catchphrase.
The killer shows up, or I guess the hunter. He guns down a goon on accident. Reacher hides. We have a standoff. Killer says Jack is good, but killing him won't be enough. Taking back his promise about the girl. One day she'll be coming home from school or out on a date or hanging with friends. Jack won't be there to protect her.
Look, man, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about this ingrate kid that I just met. Fucking killer. Oh my God. My life goes back to what it was like 15 minutes ago before I met her.
Jack fires and the killer leaves. Cops arrive, he leaves. Cut back to the hotel. Turner's teaching the daughter how to disarm somebody.
She's all proud of herself. She shows it to Reacher again. What do you think? If all you have left is that move, just assume you're dead already.
Yeah. I said, attaboy, Reacher, destroy her. Ruin her self-esteem completely.
Turner teaching that move is the Madam Werb CPR award.
Absolutely.
For I wonder if we'll need this later.
That is a new award we have to start tracking. Yes. Espen's arrived in NOLA. He wants all the info on the goons.
How do they like their eggs and their ribs and their favorite flavor of ice cream? And I want it yesterday. Sir, yes, sir. That is bad writing right there, guys.
It's bad writing, but it's also quintessential TGT.
Yeah.
And I want it yesterday.
30 CV TGT. Also, I forgot all about Espen.
Dude, he is barely in this movie.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Turner's giving Jack the cold shoulder. He tells her about Jake DeLome's wife, shows the photo of him. This is a great night.
Are you more upset that I treated you like a woman or that I treated you like a man?
Is that Amin's golden dumpster? Will he say bars?
I mean, it's not my golden dumpster, but it is a bar, man.
I'm upset I didn't deck you. I should have been the one to go talk to her. I could handle myself. I would have done better.
Maybe.
Appreciate the apology.
Is it really so important that you make every decision?
Oh, God, you're such a dick.
You know, okay, I'm used to working alone. I'm used to being alone.
Obviously.
I'm trying to apologize.
Go on.
What do you think we should do?
Don't patronize me, okay?
I'm asking your opinion.
Well, we could go to the VA, which is the first place Paris will look. How about the local MPs then? Who'll arrest us in a heartbeat?
Why don't you just tell me your plan then, Jack Reacher?
My plan is to patronize the fuck out of you while you give me shitty-ass ideas that I could easily shoot down. God, I like this guy more and more every scene.
I like the way he figures things out.
You're like something feral. You've got their scent in your nose, and all you want is blood. You still don't get it, do you? They killed my men. They took away my job, my life. I don't want them as bad as you. I want 'em more.
I knew it. All right, the daughter's awake at midnight. She sneaks out for a little nightlife in NOLA.
Dumb.
I'm glad I wrote this note down because I noticed it earlier in the movie. Is it just me, or is the daughter giving me strong Abuela Mija vibes? She looks both really old and really young at the same time. She's like a white Abuela Mija.
Forgot about Abuela Mija.
Could you?
Next morning, Turner says, see if she's up.
Did they fuck?
No, they didn't fuck.
No, there's 2 twin beds.
Oh.
She says the kid has a name. He says, I know that. Does he? I don't know her name at all at this point.
What is her name?
Samantha.
No.
We're 112 into this movie, and I don't know this child's name.
It's Abuela Mija, apparently. Turner asks why he's so tough on Sam. It's a hard world. Sooner she knows it, the better. If she is his kid, he should have been there 15 years ago. They realize she's gone, but she comes back. What's up? Where were you? Out? Are you crazy? I was just trying to help.
Fucking kid, man.
She overheard the junkie's position, so she went wandering around the streets of New Orleans at midnight asking people about where you can hang out and do drugs.
She went to go see the unhoused gentleman?
The 9th Ward.
In the 9th Ward.
She felt at home.
They're telling her how dangerous it is, and she says, please explain this if you can. Strong guys don't hurt you. The weak guys do. Strong guys have little sisters, or they want one. What the fuck are you talking about?
First of all, nobody wants a little sister.
I don't know why. That's just how it is. This is unhinged logic.
That's why I wrote lazy ass writing.
Bad writing.
You know what? I don't like how she figures things out.
It doesn't run in the family. That's how I knew it was. She wasn't his.
She's really tired. She goes to lie down. Turner's pissed. Reacher tells Sam, that was really stupid. I know. Please don't ever do that again.
This ungrateful shit says you're welcome. Turner sees him trying to be a dad. Tells him to go find Jake Delhomme. They leave.
Her baby making factory activates immediately.
They're showing pics to the unhoused people.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Killer's looking for the daughter. I wondered, is it Halloween or just another fucking day in New Orleans? I can't tell.
Same note too, bro.
It's actually Halloween, apparently.
They walk into a warehouse. Jack announces he has money for Daniel Prudhomme.
I have money for Daniel Prudhomme.
This is a John Astin digging a pool nominee because every last one of them would get up.
You have a Spartacus. Yeah.
And they're...
What are they going to do? Show ID to prove it? They don't have it.
Is it a Spartacus? You understand that? One at a time.
I'm Jake Delhomme. I'm Jake Delhomme. Turner found him. He admits that he's Daniel Prudhomme. She's asked about the soldiers who interviewed him.
Sepia flashbacks to Afghanistan. Get that harmonica out. Turner smashes his head into the table, demands to know what happened. Parasource was running truck convoys. Prudhomme had to lie and say weapons were accounted for.
Oh.
The mystery man is there. He gives Prudhomme a bunch of money, leaving enough shit over there to start another war. Parasource was selling off the weapons instead of bringing them back to the States. What went wrong? The warlords wanted to renegotiate. Parasource says no. They're driving through poppy fields.
Poppy fields?
A convoy gets lit up. The Hummer explodes. 2 questions. Is Prudhomme ass on being a junkie being sad?
Yes.
And oh boy, is he also trying to do an accent?
I kind of think he is.
I looked him up, could not find where he is from. He is my Louis Pinnock front runner.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I was very confused.
Definitely tried to go for a Cajun accent.
Yeah. What I say, I said a Parasource.
He gets more credit than fucking Taylor Kitsch at trying to do this accent.
Of course. He should have been fucking Gambit.
My name is Gambit.
I mean, you could have daisy chained with bad Cajun accent.
There you go.
He turned into a full-blown junkie fairly quickly.
Oh, yeah.
This is Hulk turning into the Hulk because of gamma rays. Experiment gone wrong.
More shit in the streets of Nortland than they're making in Afghanistan.
She says the numbers don't add up. I said a lot of this writing doesn't add up. Let's just get to it.
Why put huge government contracts at risk while selling U.S. Army weapons on the black market? Parasource is smarter than that. They wonder who checked from the Army side. Probably some dumb guy like me.
Dumb old Walker.
Dumb old Prudhomme. They need to get inside one of those transports. The plane leaves Bagram Airport every Friday at 0600. Turner does some quick math. Jesus, that's 10 p.m. tonight.
Anna pack it in, wakes up, opens the door. Cell phone is hanging there with a note. Says back by 9.
Goes back to bed. Espen's getting food. A lieutenant says in a disembodied voice, and that was without the hot sauce. Banter.
What did they have for lunch? Because he comes out grabbing his stomach like he has the worst case of bubble guts known to man.
Gumbo, po' boy, deep fried everything.
Yep.
Why are you leaving? Go take care of that shit in the bathroom right now. Well, maybe he's like me.
An unhoused prostitute comes up, plants a phone on him.
I called her a street broad. Oh. Ooh, you know, you won fine, Muffaletta.
Oh, okay, easy, mate. Hold on. Easy.
Topical. Espen asked the other guy if he has Espen's wallet.
You have my wallet?
The guy says, yeah, you got your wallet. Check your pockets.
He does. Passes up, yeah, I have my wallet. And they walk away.
But doesn't notice the phone that's been planted in his pocket.
Because he didn't pat that pocket.
Street broad walks over to Turner. That easy. She goes back to the warehouse with Prudhomme. So she went back and forth across town. No problem. Reacher tells her to make the call. Espen's pocket rings. He finds the burner phone. He answers it. They have a witness that can exonerate Turner. They ask for guaranteed safety. They tell Espen about Parasource, hopes he has nothing to do with it. And there's a time and location taped to the back of the phone.
All these phones are very auto phones.
Big time.
The smartest phone I saw in this movie, someone had a BlackBerry, a legit BlackBerry, because I saw the BlackBerry logo.
We get some exposition over the radio. The Plain Boys were paid by a Cayman shell company that's traced back to a big military contractor. Guess what? Parasource.
Oh my God.
He wants everything on Parasource. How do they like their eggs, their ribs, their favorite flavor of ice cream? And I want it yesterday. He's going to pick up a witness. He doesn't want backup. That's not procedure, sir. No, that's called an order. Meanwhile, the mystery man is with General Harkness in his office. Sends 3 shadowy dudes in tactical vests and Oakley sunglasses. Says no witnesses.
Big Oakley movie, by the way. We missed it with the guys tracking outside the diner earlier.
Espen arrives. Turner and Reacher watching from above. Prudhomme's junky ass tells Espen he's the witness. I like stories. Tell me a story. Sam is watching a Halloween marathon on TV in the hotel room.
She gets scared. So dumb. Espen leads Prudhomme to the car. Prudhomme gets shot immediately. That's a big fucking hole in his chest. Espen gets shot in the shin. Parasource converging. Reacher jumps down, tackles the guy in the car. Another goon shoots at Jack. He shoots back. Espen's going to call this in. Reacher shoots up some fuel barrels that explode.
Chemical barrels.
Right before he runs out of ammo, I said, does he have unlimited ammo? Reacher's been shooting a lot with one gun.
Which the other guy was shooting with first.
Yeah.
Turner comes down the stairs. They're both looking at the stray pistol. So Reacher throws up a bunch of hand signals, grabs a light, shines the light, which blinds this dude.
This light from 300 yards away is blinding.
Yes.
Sean Astin was also blinded. And Turner grabs a gun, shoots the third guy. They're down.
Jack is impressed by the woman.
Yeah, he is impressed.
Espen tells him he's still wanted for murder. I'm a stone killer. That's why I saved you.
Prudhomme gave most of his statement. Turner emphasizes Parasource. You're going to need more proof than the word of a dead junkie. They want Espen to get them on the tarmac of Parasource in 1 hour.
There's so much tactical redundancy here.
I need you to jump to a conclusion here, soldier. Call back. Also clip off his space.
It was a jump to conclusions, Matt. You see, it would be this mat that you would put on the floor and would have different conclusions written on it that you could jump to.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life, Tom.
Yes, it's horrible, this idea.
He's got that info from Parasource that he wanted yesterday.
Finally.
They were broke. They're paying back creditors. How much money on the black market for weapons? Where they get the money?
They wonder how selling weapons is going to compensate for them losing $1 billion of contracts. So where are they getting the money?
Daughter calls for room service, but can't get it because they paid cash for the room.
Stupid child.
Should use one of the stolen credit cards, which Parasource has a hit on.
Flags to Harkness. He says, it's the girl. MM says, I warned him.
I warned him.
I warned you, Susan. Reacher.
We're at the tarmac at Parasource. MPs pull up to the gate. Turner's driving. Reacher in the passenger. They use Espen's ID for clearance.
One ID for the entire car full of people?
She busts through the gate, having the most fun ever. Again, I really need to do this.
What's the drill, Major? She says, we enforce the law. Seatbelts, please. And I said, Sack just came in his pants as she drives through this fence.
Absolutely.
Similar note, too. They bust through the fence and Zach busts through his pants, probably.
She takes a hairpin turn like she's in Conan the Destroyer. For no reason.
Power slide.
Goes right up to the cargo plane. Soldiers in Parasource have their guns out yelling. Head of Parasource tells the guy to put their guns down.
General Harkness.
We have a reason to believe a crime has been committed. And you are? This might be Louis Pinnock, this guy here, or does he really talk like that?
Major Susan Turner. The Major Turner is wanted by the MPs for espionage. And Espen says, these MPs? Crates are supposed to contain weapons, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Turner thinks they sold the weapons and the crates are empty. She blames them for the death of her sergeants. Clip this TGTLB.
Now open up those crates. before I grab you by your hair plugs and bitch slap that smug look off of your face.
And broad slap you.
I knew you were going to say that.
Manifest says the crates are full of AT-4 rocket launchers. They open the crates, revealing AT-4 rocket launchers.
You dumb broad. She says, open that one. And I said, that's the equivalent of name two.
Name two, yeah.
That was her move.
More crates, more rocket launchers. This is getting embarrassing. She's having a meltdown. Harkness wants her placed under arrest.
Lieutenant, do your goddamn job and place this goddamn broad under arrest.
Nope. Halloween parade in the French Quarter. Big ass Dracula float. Mystery Man and his two goons are making his way through. Sam's looking out the balcony.
She's on the balcony. Please, someone kill her.
They're taking Turner. Reacher's there, squinting, clenching his jaw, and god damn it, I like how he figures shit out.
That's what he's doing right there.
God damn it, Dutch.
Staring at the crates.
The jaw work.
I like this. Guy points his gun at Reacher. Espen puts his gun right in the face of the guy with the gun and says, deep breath, son. Ooh, a little bit of a golden dumpster there.
Turner's right. The numbers don't add up. He opens the crate again. He picks up a launcher and he smashes it on the ground.
Probably not a good idea.
Pure opium.
Drugs? In the Ronald McDonald's?
Now the numbers add up because of the poppies.
They arrest Harkness. This bingo kid sees a killer come to the hotel. She runs down to the lobby.
Speed dial. Again, all the tones.
Killer starts threatening staff to give them the info. She calls Jack. Holy shit, there's a ton of opium piled up there.
500 kilos of opium.
Tells Reacher the killer's there. Call breaks up. Reacher gets in the car with Turner, speeds off. She's hiding on the floor as they search, knocks on a door, runs right through. They can hear the woman in the room asking what she's doing. Killer goes in the room, shoves the tenant aside. Daughter's hopping balconies. He's chasing her. Reacher's speeding over to the hotel. They get to the room. She's not there. He says,
she's in the street.
How do you know? Because that's what I would do. What?
Paternity formula. Clip Maury again.
You are the father.
Ass off to the lady in the leopard print dancing outside the hotel. I wish I had a photograph of her. I don't. But I know she was getting it in.
They're running through the parade. She's hiding in floats. He calls the killer, says, let's finish this, just them.
He doesn't say go when he answers the phone. He says, reach her.
Killer says he's going to have some fun with this pretty little girl.
Whoa, dude. I wanted the other goons to be like, what, dude? What are you doing?
No, we can't do that. Yeah.
Come on, man.
She's not my girl. Is that fear in your voice?
I'm gonna break your arms. I'm gonna break your legs. I'm gonna break your neck. What you hear is excitement.
TGT LB coming back strong.
It does end up being TGT LB, but this is the high sweet Annie of TGT because he didn't believe it. He's trying to compensate here because he is afraid. Someone on the float makes her get out. Killer says, nice try. He found a way to hurt Jack like he's never hurt before. He's running after her. Jack's looking. Turner found her. Her name is Samantha. Since when?
There you go.
I kind of feel like it never hurt before. It's got to be anal, right?
No, he's never cared about somebody before.
Oh,
yeah.
It's about the. Oh, gotcha. All right.
No, he's done that.
In a seedy motel?
Calls Jack to tell him where she is. Everybody's in pursuit. She was hiding under the stairs when everybody ran. There's a lot of hiding and looking.
Running, hiding. Turner does fight this guy with a pipe and then a garden hose. She keeps getting knocked into the wall, but then she does choke him out with the garden hose.
That's a shot that keeps repeating of her get thrown like fucking Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah. Like Norm Macdonald in Dirty Work, thrown out of the office building.
Now they're on the roof. Reacher climbs up a car, hops on a balcony, runs and grabs a rain gutter. It breaks, climbs up the trellis of a different balcony. Mm-hmm. Sam's trying to hide on the roof. She's just ahead of him. He steps right over her. She hides behind an AC unit. Now Turner's on the roof. The goon shoots at her. Reacher climbs up, runs and body checks him off the roof.
Oh my God.
Barrel chest slams into him. He smashes his face before falling to the ground. Then he slides and grabs a gun. But guess what? Mystery Man has Sam dangling over the side.
The hunter.
In a familiar stance. He's got a gun aimed at her. He's holding her with his right hand.
Oh.
Shoot me and I let go. Shoot me. Shoot me, Jack. Shoot me, Jimmy John. Pair source is done. Harkness is in custody. Congratulations, Jack. I don't give a shit.
He yells at her to shut up. I told you this happened. You said this about you and me. Put the gun down. Jack says his life for hers. Killer likes it. Deal. It's okay, Sam. Look at me. It's the only way.
You know what this means? It means we're dead already.
This is bad writing.
It's the line from the middle of the movie.
You guys are teachable.
She executes the only move she knows flawlessly.
Yeah.
In weird, accelerated slow motion.
Against this guy who has murdered so many people, including cops.
He's wrecked everyone.
Where he grabbed the gun from the one cop and shot the other one in the head.
Yeah, but her dad's maybe Jack Reacher.
Uh-huh.
Reacher charges him, knocks him off the roof. They crash the ground below. They're both alive.
They land like honest thief when he tackles him out the window.
Yeah.
I like that they're not up in fighting now.
They're concussed as shit.
Yes, they're struggling to collect themselves. And I gotta be honest, is this bit of realism, is this moving me towards a file? Because I'm very on the fence at this point.
You've been on the fence?
And I'm like, okay, hold on. I like that this is a struggle. It's not Vin Diesel versus The Rock.
The CTE, slow motion fighting. They're both struggling. Mystery Man kicks him in the stomach, clocks him, and then again. Then Reacher catches his stop, twists the leg, breaks his bones.
Breaks it.
Backhands the shit out of him. Then again. Mystery Man is gasping for air. They're going to keep CTE fighting. A head smash. A gut punch.
I like CTE fighting as a horseman.
Mystery Man grabs something metal. He swings it. Reacher blocks. Breaks his arm. Oh my God. He's almost TGTL beat him.
He's kicking the shit out of it. And oh, fuck. Did he just break his neck? And demand him to look at him?
Look at me.
I'm the captain now.
He punched him in the face, tossed him down below to the ground.
Fireworks.
Turner runs up to check on him.
He's 1,000,000% concussed. She does the test. He doesn't follow her fingers.
At all.
They don't talk about it.
No, not at all. At this point, I said, I apologize for the fake Anna Paquin or Anna Paquin. This is clearly Gorgonzola Larson.
Oh my God. Because it's moldy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it stinks.
Dude, you jumped off a building.
Did that hurt? Yes. Do you see how high it was? Can we possibly have this conversation some other time? Cut to them in some building. Turner's in full uniform. They both laugh. She thanks them.
You know, it's funny. You came here looking for one girl, and you ended up
Get her out of here.
with another. Let me know how that goes.
Get her out of here.
Not funny at all, really.
No.
Hi, sweet Annie. Hi, sweet Annie. Hi, sweet Annie.
The other girl is Sergeant Leach. And I get one last look at Sergeant Leach's fine ass. Oh my God.
Everyone stands at attention, including Espen on crutches.
And me.
Oh.
I'm at attention too for Sergeant Leach.
Cut to a diner. Thought we were done with diners. We're not. Sam sees Jack in there. She says, bus got stuck in traffic. Comments on a new t-shirt. He says, shut up.
Banter?
Is it her father or not? I'll see when your mother gets here. You sure you'd recognize her? I tend to remember the women I sleep with.
And I asked NPP/NHB for Jack Reacher.
She says, you're not my father. Why do you say that? See that woman over there? Waitress who refilled your coffee 3 times? That's her. Neither of you had any idea who the other was.
Film noir.
Okay, but hold on. Candy was...
Thank you.
Kind of.
She was a whore.
Whoa, all right.
Why would she remember?
That's not what I was going to say.
That's what I'm going to say. Her mom was a whore.
I wasn't going to say it that way.
Why would she remember every single client?
I like how he doesn't figure shit out.
Cut to her. She's at that school.
Pembroke.
How'd they afford that?
They continue the conversation weeks later, months later.
Who knows?
I knew it all along. No, you didn't. I'm sure you're relieved. Not really. You're just going to go? That's right. Don't you ever get lonely? Sometimes. Sometimes. Scintillating, razor sharp dialogue to close this out.
How is her whore mom affording Pembroke Academy?
Oh, I don't think she's involved.
So how is she paying for this shit?
I think this is a Reacher Turner production.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, she's got to go to class. What class is that? Drawing.
Pretty pictures class.
Again, it did not factor in realistically to anything.
No. Keep that up.
Is he crying?
Because you're really good at it. You're really good. You're going to be okay, kid.
She walks away, then runs back to hug him. This is cutting into his hitchhiking time.
Drops a phone in his pocket. See you around, Reacher.
I think it's actually Reacher around. He's walking on the highway, phone rings. Miss me yet? As a text.
For the love of God, just toss it. Throw it the fuck into the middle of the highway.
He smiles, and guys, he's sticking his thumb out.
Hitchhiking is back.
Because he is Jack Reacher, the unhoused gentleman.
Jimmy John Reacher, the unhoused gentleman.
Roll credits.
ABC Wednesdays. It's the premiere everyone is talking about.
I'm Joan, and I'm your first Golden Bachelorette.
Loves getting a second chance.
When you're 61 years old, you have very few opportunities to change your life. I have to be ready.
The Golden Bachelorette is proving romance never ages.
I represent millions of people in their golden years looking for love.
The Golden Bachelorette.
I am ready to find the next great love of my life.
Wednesdays on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Starbucks Iced Apple Crisp Oat Milk Shaken Espresso. Made with blonde espresso, creamy oat milk, and spiced apple flavors. It's an icy crisp sip you can enjoy all autumn long. Order ahead on the Starbucks app.
Discover Myself Le Parfum by YSL Beauty. The new, sensual, and warm intensity enhanced by spicy vanilla bourbon. A fragrance for a man born unapologetically himself. Myself, Yves Saint Laurent.
Who cares if you lose the game? You got this off your chest. I mean, it's just one night of bar trivia.
One night of bar trivia is sacrosanct to us.
Trivia is sacrosanct. Kobe Smolder spent 8 weeks training in various martial arts to prepare for her role in this film and did all of her own stunts in the movie. Before she kills that dude with the garden hose, she didn't need 8 weeks to train.
No. She should have trained on acting.
Now, Zach, this might come as a great shock to you, but at the crucial scene that takes place at the Internet Cafe at Pennsylvania Ave and North Street in Washington, D.C.
Crucial? Is that the word you used to describe?
Yes. Zach, North Street does not actually exist. It's fictitious.
No. It's devastating.
That's the part that's fictitious, not the Internet Cafe.
Yeah.
Lee Child, the source novelist, plays the TSA agent who is seemingly ambivalent to the fact that Jack does not really match the stolen ID he is using to board the plane. This is a nod to Child's support of the, quote, controversial casting of the diminutive 5'7" tall Cruise as 6'5", 250-pound with a 50-inch chest Jack Reacher. Despite a lot of fan backlash at the casting of Cruise, Lee responded, obviously, Cruise doesn't match the physical description of Reacher in the books, but the movie is not going to match the book anyway. The film is based on the 18th Jack Reacher novel in the series. The first film is based on the 9th book, which means this movie is not a direct sequel.
The Never Go Back novel was published in 2013, so I still can't explain why it has so many 20 CB overtones.
But when is it written?
Oh, he wrote it like years ago before you?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Jack Reacher quizzically queries Major Susan Turner's age. At the time of release, Kobe Smulders was in fact 34 years old.
Right.
Meanwhile, the APB describes him as a white male in his 40s. Tom Cruise was in his 50s while making this film.
Which makes that joke even dumber.
Tony Medley? Author Lee Child takes pains in every one of his books about his protagonist, Jack Reacher, to describe him as being a giant of a man, 6'5", 245 pounds. He is described as so imposing a figure that whenever he walks into a room, people stare in awe. So for the millions of fans of Child's books, to even conceive of a man as short as Tom Cruise, who is 5'7" on a good day, playing Jack Reacher is as incongruous as Marilyn Monroe playing Abraham Lincoln, repeat offender. While a movie should stand on its own, apart from the book from which it maybe derives, still it is a bad decision to cast somebody who is not anything like the man tens of millions of readers have come to know and love. This number is growing, by the way. When they were casting Gone with the Wind, 1939, virtually everyone who read the book pictured Clark Gable as Rhett Butler. If producer David O. Selznick had cast somebody like Jimmy Stewart, already an MGM mainstay, as Rhett instead of Clark, people would have been so disappointed that it's unlikely the film would be remembered as one of the greatest, most popular of all time.
Tony, who gives a fuck?
In fact, Gable was reluctant to take the part because he felt he could never live up to the expectations of those millions of people who loved Margaret Mitchell's book. He did take it, however, and he fulfilled every expectation. This is not a bad movie. It's a typical Reacher story in which he is virtually alone against the world with enormous forces against him. He takes himself into a deep hole, which seems impossible for anybody to survive. During a telephone conversation, he takes a shine to Major Susan Turner, Kobe Smulders, an officer who succeeded him in his position with the Army, so goes to Washington, D.C. to see her, only to discover that she's been arrested. Naturally, Reacher feels he needs to take on the entire army to rescue her and needs to find the bad guys who are orchestrating everything, which begins a chase that ends up in New Orleans. Cruise is a good enough actor that if this were just a film about somebody named Jack Smith, it would be a good actioner. But seeing little Tom Cruise taking on 4 big bad brutes at the same time stretches credulity to the breaking point, despite the Hollywood magic of camera angles and such that make Cruise seem bigger than he really is. It's not the box that 5'5" Alan Ladd had to stand on to kiss some of his co-stars. It's a lot more subtle than that. Still, the bottom line is that Tom is no Jack Reacher, and that alone comes close to ruining this movie. We can only hope that author Lee Child didn't commit his entire franchise to Cruise, and that the next iteration will have someone who faithfully represents Reacher, who appears in all the books. Amin, what do you think he gave it?
6 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
I'm always one off.
With that?
Alan Ladd was born in 1913.
He sure was. He sure was.
I appreciate Tony using the casting to give us a lesson about Gone with the Wind. Not even something that happened in the movie.
Also, I'm pretty sure if one of the biggest movie stars ever, Jimmy Stewart, was in one of the biggest movies ever, Gone with the Wind, it still would have done fine.
I can't lie. I don't know what it was like in America when Gone with the Wind came out, where people saying, oh, finally.
Not great for you.
Yeah. Finally, they made a movie version of this book I love, or did people just go to watch a movie that had Clark Gable in it?
It was 1939. They didn't know where the fuck a movie was back then.
I mean, movies have been around.
Not talkies.
That's a good point.
I'd like you all to do an experiment on a plant, something that may benefit mankind. And if you devise something that groundbreaking, I guarantee you a A in this course.
Oh, well, hold on, man. You following me? You can't do that, Lionel. Look, man, if you don't want me to have a foreman job, I understand, but I need my fucking job, man.
Lewis Pinnock Accent Award. Got Samantha's mocking accent about stealing the credit cards, or Jake Delhomme.
Prudhomme, right? Yeah. Jake Delhomme.
Jake Delhomme.
Let's show them who the horsemen are, guys.
Yeah, we got soul.
Five Horsemen. This is a very deep field all of a sudden.
It's real tough.
I put sentimentality because that was in one of the reviews.
There's zero sentimentality in this movie.
Poppy Talk, TGTLB, stalking / following, motels,
running,
bad writing,
Force Echo,
unhoused,
pretty pictures. What year is it? And I like how he figures shit out.
Yes.
Oh, wait, there's one more. X Major.
It's a loaded field.
I got to go with either. I like how he figures shit out.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. I like how Jack Reacher figures shit out.
All right. Well, shout out to Timothy Stewart, my friend's dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Cinephobe legend now.
Jimmy Stewart?
Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Ass on, ass off.
Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex, Moosey Teddy Rex.
Ass on, fuck it, ass off. Ass on, fuck it, ass off.
Michael B. Memorial Ass On Award. You guys had Danica Yarosh as Samantha.
Yarosh.
Kobe Smulders as Major Susan Turner. And I had Austin Hebert as Daniel Prudhomme.
It's Kobe Smulders. She's terrible.
Look, it got taken away from her several times and she came back every single time.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers Memorial Ass Off Award. It's Tom Cruise, right?
I think it's TC, man. Yeah. He's great.
I like Holt McCallany. Didn't get a lot to do.
Yeah.
I like Aldous Hodge.
Yeah, he was good.
Didn't get a lot to do.
It's Cruise, man.
You know what clinched it? The look on the plane when she's berating Turner. So what is he? Friend with benefits? Boyfriend? Whatever?
Oh, shut the fuck up when he had that look. Yeah.
You're good at keeping secrets?
Absolutely.
Because I've got a present for you. Secret present outside by the dumpster.
Is it a baseball mitt?
It fits you like a baseball mitt, like a glove. I hope.
Golden Dumpster nominees. Hey, listen, dickhead, you're the one accused of murder. We need a black sedan. Cut to 100 identical black sedans. The Sean Astin of using an internet cafe in 2016. They ran out of medals for Jack Reacher.
What does that mean? Did they try to give away a Purple Heart? Like, sorry, fucking Jack Reacher got them all.
Too many. Yeah.
The street broad calling Espen one fine muffaletta. And the paternity formula of that's what I would do.
Got some other ones here. Who the hell are you? The guy you didn't count on. When the hunter kills the two cops. Tell me what you feel. You're not the camera. What do you feel about these hands? Are these nurturing hands? Have they had children? Do they carry pain? Why do we draw? But my final pick, Jack Reacher tells the bingo child, I'm an old friend of your mom's. She doesn't do that kind of thing anymore. I fucking died, man. That's my golden dumpster right there.
Mine is going to be what I thought was going to be a Means golden dumpster.
Hitchhiking for pussy?
Well, no. Are you mad that I treated you like a woman or that I treated you like a man?
My golden dumpster is using an internet cafe in 2016.
That's a great pick. Well, I mean, you picked it, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I like that.
Full profile.
So I watched the original Jack Reacher and I enjoyed it thoroughly. As I said earlier in this episode, I felt bad I'd never given this a chance because I was really entertained. This movie is not as good as the first one.
No.
That's for sure. The story doesn't make sense. They combine different story elements. That's the other thing in the trivia I forgot to mention, that it's not a faithful interpretation of Never Go Back. It's a couple of other novels, too. They pluck stuff from it. The acting is terrible from two of the key characters who have a lot of fucking scenes in Maria Hill and Bingo Child. But it's Tom Cruise being a badass, TGTing his way through a movie and whooping people's ass. I was entertained, even as the other stuff made me laugh, how ridiculous it was. It's a file for me.
This movie does drags big time.
When you describe the first one, I kind of feel like this is the movie that drags a little in the middle. The first one, I thought the pacing was fine.
It's an action movie with not a lot of action. I need them to go full John Wick. Nothing but action scenes, you know?
Fellas?
You know what? That's a great moment with fellas. I told you I was on the fence, but when they get up and they are CTE fighting, they're struggling to like get to it because they have just fallen off a roof. The realism there. They push it into a file. It's not a strong file. It could have gone either way, but that was the clincher for me.
Not a strong file.
I like watching Tom Cruise do action movies.
Wait.
Oh boy, here we go.
When you say not a strong file, what does that mean?
It means it was on the verge of being a foe, but I would watch this again because there's enough in it. And I like Tom Cruise as this character that I would watch it again.
But you're saying the scene that
Why
was
are you
almost
arguing
at the
with-
end.
I just agreed with you.
But no, you're not agreeing with me. You're doing this thing where
You're not agreeing with me.
Maze, phobe or file? Are you sweeping it or are you blocking it?
Well, Jack Reacher, you know.
How much do you like watching him figure shit out?
He's never been hurt before quite like this because he almost has a daughter in this movie.
Almost.
He doesn't actually have a daughter. They couldn't commit to actually giving him a daughter. That would be too easy. So they're going to pretend like she's his daughter the whole time, including him saying, that's what my daughter would do because it's genetic. But then she's not his daughter. So who the fuck cares? The cover up is stupid as hell. They're smuggling opium from poppies in rocket launchers to pay off billion-dollar contracts. As much as I like how he figures shit out.
Whoa.
I will never go back to this movie. It's a phobe.
Whoa.
Maze, what if I told you that the scene in the New Orleans hotel where Sam is watching the scary movie and recoils in fear with her ass on is a reference to a study undertaken on Jack Reacher as a child, wherein a frightening scene was shown to children to test their reaction, mentioned in several of the novels. In the novelization, Reacher reacted aggressively with a switchblade in hand. This is an indication that Sam is not Reacher's daughter because she didn't have the same badass TGT response to fear that he did. Does that change your mind?
I would have liked it if he had figured that out.
He did.
Send us your
He knew it the whole time.
phobe or file, golden dumpster, ass on, ass off,
Are you really phobing this?
5 horsemen, plot lift off, at Talkhoops, at Darthman, at Corn Puzzle, at Count the Dings, at Cinephobe Pod, or drop in the Discord, patreon.com/Count the Dings.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.
It's my turn. You can't block it this time.
2 more picks I'll pick.
2 more picks I'll pick. I'm down to 2 decisions that were made during this recording.
Wow.
How am I going to daisy chain this, right? I have so many options.
Clench your jaw and think real hard.
I looked up more kidnapping movies. I looked up New Orleans movies.
Ooh.
I was going through it, but I found one is a rental, one is on Stars. Spoiler alert, they're both JCVD movies. I think they'll both be good, but I think the rental's going to be a much better episode.
Can you just tell us what they are?
You want to know the daisy chains?
Yeah, do that.
One is using technology in a weird place.
Okay, well, we know what that one is.
The other one, fingerprints.
I think you've established that you don't like fingerprints. You want to get rid of them. So it'd be weird if you did that as your daisy chain. I think it has to be the Internet Cafe in 2016 is the daisy chain.
Well, because you said that, I'm going with fingerprints. It's a rental. I apologize to the listeners. Boys, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dennis Rodman, double team.
Oh, shit. This might be our most downloaded episode ever.